decay more slowly than stationary particles. As strange and counterintuitive as it seems, time dilation is a law of nature. Close to the speed of light is a kind of elixir of life. Because time slows down close to the speed of light, special relativity provides us with a means of going to the stars.
Say I'm good-hearted, but I'm just getting started. Got my eyes on the target. No, no. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. To give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, they'll be calling me royalty. Say I'm dangerous 'cause I broke all the gates. just know I will sit and take it. No, no. They left me for dead, I guess I'll never learn. Every time I break, there's just more pain to burn. They'll never, never, never learn. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me your loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. Till the battle's won, till kingdom come. I'll never run. Feelings, it's like I can't walk on the ceiling. Oh yeah, got me dreaming in colors I never dreamed. Oh yeah, I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before. Fell in love with my broken pieces, took 'em all and made 'em yours. Didn't know what my heartbeat needed. Skipping out, no, I can't keep score. When I lose my breath, boy, you got me breathing. Oh, every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Oh. Magic. No, I'm never letting go. Now that I have it with you. When you kiss me, it's like the stars fall out the sky onto my heart to cover up what I don't wanna show. I let you in deeper than I let anyone else before.
Hey, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. So this is the day two of Trade Republic's Valorant tournament, that is Zen, the beta expedition, and we are going to be witnessing the losers bracket today. And the first matchup is going to be between Team EXE and Team Suiiii on the map Bind. Yet again, as I said yesterday, Bind is one of an amazing map where you can pull off good plays, where you can confuse the enemies with the help of the teleporter, and there is going to be a lot of tactics and techniques and methods that each team might be able to pull it off successfully in order to get the rounds into their hands. So this is Rocky, and alongside with me is Nightwing, who is going to be going forward with the character selection.
Yeah, so as you can see, the agents have been selected on the side of Suiiii. It's going to be the KJ for Sentinel, Raze, and the Reyna are going to be the double duelists. This is something that they didn't do yesterday, playing a double duelist. So maybe they are changing the strategy. They are trying to overcome whatever mistakes they were doing last day. last night.
Choose your agent.
And we can also see an initiator in the form of Sky. Their controller is going to be a Brimstone. On the other side, Brimstone is going to be their smokes as well. Paradox leading the team in from front. And Mr. Vic is going to be the initiator on the fade. With the single duelist, it's going to be Julius on race.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Mr. Vic played Fade yesterday too, right?
I am not really sure about that, but
I mean,
yes,
yeah,
I think
we saw one of the matches in which a Fade was picked up, and I think that it was Mr. Vic who went forward with the selection. But I'm actually not quite sure of which particular member selected. But anyways, moving on towards the game. So this is going to be the first half of it, and the attacking team is going to be Team Suiiii. Yeah, Team Suiiii will be on the attack and EXE will be on the defense. So going on with the first round, as you already, I mean, we have said it like 1,000 times, but it's still winning the first round is going to be making a huge impact on the economy when moving forward to the second one, where you can afford to get your hands on to the automatic SMGs, which is really, really nice. So whichever team comes out on top of the first round will be having a little bit of an advantage, but I wouldn't be saying that the victory depends upon which team wins the first round, right? Because we have seen a lot of matches in the Trade Republics tournament where even save rounds has been won when the opponent have complete assault rifles and snipers in their hands. So it's crazy that way. So yeah, let's see what's gonna happen in a few more seconds.
Yeah, and we see it's going to be an A side attack completely with everybody that's going to be pushing into A shot. And there's going to be only one player holding up onto ramps, and he's also getting detected there from the first kill. That's Artemis onto Julius. Mr. Big and Julius get one each for on Zongzino and Artemis. With KJ on 1 HP, this is still anybody's game, and it is a 3v4 for the attackers. Double kill coming in from Mr. Big, and that last player alive is going to be the KJ with 1 HP who's going to be taken down, and Mr. Big with the 4K is going to be capping up the round for
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty unfortunate. Fade was able to catch them off guard and they lined up. So it was pretty convenient for her to get it going down with a frenzy and take the 2 kills comfortably over there. And I think that made a pretty huge impact because Team Suiiii weren't able to get that man advantage over to their side, and it ended up as a victory for Team EXE. Very well played by the team there, and they were able to get that first round victory, which means that they have the eco advantage right now, and that's going to be a problem for Team Suiiii right here. But if they use the utilities and the aim is correct, then it means they will still be able to come out on top of this. But let's see. So it looks like an engagement that is happening outside A shot, and there comes the ability. He's going to be pushing Julius. He's going to be aggressively taking down Artemis. That's one of the attacker down. The duelist, the Reina, the flashes are gone. It's taken off the board, and Zong is going to be going with the flashes, but he gets stunned. But unfortunately, Vic will be getting the kill on the Xeno. Sigma with the refrag almost instantaneously, but the attackers have lost 2 men. Julius with the 3rd kill onto Alcatraz, and then Spike goes down. Julius will be pushing forward. Will he be getting the kill on the Dream Meter? Dream Meter at 5 HP, getting the kill on the Julius, but he will be taken down by Wild. So that sums up the round 2, and it's going to be a victory yet again for the defending team. That's the EXE. Really well played there. They are going a little bit aggressive off the bat, I guess, because we could see that from both sides they were pushing out of the side and taking the attackers off guard. So yeah, I mean, 2 rounds victory, and going into the 3rd round, they will be having a bonus round advantage by the looks of it.
So that was very, very well played by the defenders. Even though they did lose 2 Spectres, they were like completely clear that the opponent shouldn't be getting their hands on the guns. And as we move forward, it's going to be a bonus for the defenders while the attackers are going to be buying their guns. And it's a B side push that's coming in. Everybody's staying right outside hookah. They are waiting for the first peek from the defenders. The Sova and the Brim are going to be playing inside of hookah. And there comes the information. There is the kill on 2. Oh, Artemis with double kills. What a six flick onto 6 flick. And as we move forward, it's going to be 2 players.
Oh yeah, that was a 6 flick on 6.
And Artemis going for the 3K, maybe he will be the one who's going to be finishing up this round completely. And there is a player who's going to be slowly pushing up onto elbow. And Zongzina gets the one onto elbow. The last player alive is going to be the Raze. And he is going to be all alone right behind the smoke in elbow.
Yeah, I mean, I think this round is going to be comfortably won by Team Suiiii there because it is a post-plan situation. They do have the numbers advantage, but Julius is going to be taking him down one by one. It's a 1v3 now, but I don't think he has much time in his hand. So he has to go on for the aggressive. He has the showstopper engaged. He will be taking one down. That's Zong going down. He has 3 kills on his back. But unfortunately, he doesn't have time on his hand. He has to go for the defuse. He has to go for the stick. But there comes the molly. That's going to be denying the defuse. And I think it's comfortably going to be a win for Team Suiiii. But however, they have lost 4 men. They have lost 4 men, which means going on towards the next round, they're going to be at a really bad economy advantage. But they'll still be able to manage to get their hands into like proper guns. But yeah, that eco damage was like very bad, and Julius did a really good job taking 4 kills for his own in the previous round, even though he lost it. But he had he tried it best, and denying 4 people, four of the opponents their guns is like pretty crucial because they still have the economy to afford guns this time, right? So that's going to be a problem for Suiiii. Okay, moving on towards the 4th round, it looks like an engagement, an all-in aggression in towards side A, and we can see the defenders moving out of B side. That's going to be the Sova and the Brim. They're going to be slowly lurking on towards market, which means that the attackers will be pinched in between A and towards market. So that's going to be a little bit of a problem. It's going to be an outright aggression coming in from Team EXE. Mr. with the kill on the Dreamer, Artemis finds one on Twig. Julius with the kill on the Artemis. It's back-to-back refracts coming in from both these teams. Julius will be finding one, but unfortunately can't get a kill. Paradox with the kill on the Sigma. While I think that flank completely worked out in favor of Team EXE. And while the ending kill onto Alcatraz, as I said, the way that the defenders moved out of B and went into market, they pinched the attackers in one frame, and it was pretty easy to clear them up, and that is exactly what they did. They were able to come out on top of this round, and so they established a 2-point lead now.
That was a pretty good round played by the defenders. They played it pretty slow, and Vic getting that kill through the shotgun was very, very important right there. And as we move forward, it's going to be the fifth round, and with 3-1 lead, it's Team EXE. We're going to be seeing a lurker this time around. It's going to be a race who's going to be holding up onto market. There comes the orb for the Sage. The Sage will not be caught because of the wall.
Oh yeah, she has secured the ultimate turn.
Yes.
Yeah, which means that she has her ultimate enabled. So even if one of the members of EXE goes down, she has the ability to revive them. There is going to be an engagement shot between Julius, and Julius coming out on top of it, tapping the head of Artemis. There comes the smoke, there comes the nade. He's going to go up, he's going to go boom, and will he be able to get one kill? Yes, he gets one, but unfortunately, Alcatraz will be going for the refract. The attackers have lost 2 men. Alcatraz is the second one onto Mr. Wick. That's pretty impressive. There comes another nade, but it's not going to do much of an effect. It's a 3v3.
The impressive part about this is they have 2 guns right now, and with 2 guns
that's completely
and
true.
a pistol, they really have a chance to build this up on, and it's going to be a single player inside of Hookah. If he goes unnoticed, he will be able to catch at least 2 players. And there comes the push, there comes the first, there comes the second, maybe the third, maybe not, and that is the Brim with the Vandal who's going to be peeking, and there is the third for Paradox. What a play coming in from Paradox. And well played. That is the 4th round for Team EXE.
Yeah, the way Paradox was able to hold Hookah, he was able to tap the heads off the incoming attackers. That was pretty impressive, and that was pretty crucial for EXE there because, as you said, he was the only man standing. And it would have been pretty easy for to go for a refrag onto him, but unfortunately Team Suiiii weren't able to get that refrag because Paradox had his aim crisp, and he aimed it and he tuned it correctly on the head. So that was pretty bad. That was pretty bad in the part of Team Suiiii. But however, EXE well played that they have established an early momentum build up, and it has given them a 3-point lead as of now. And moving on towards the 6th round, it's gonna be looking like a B side push as of now. But there's gonna be 2 attackers that's gonna be situated in A, causing some confusion here and there about which side is gonna be pushed.
Yes, and there comes the drone, there comes the information for the defenders. They do know there's 2 people waiting right outside of Fountain, and they aren't going to be pushing into the smoke because nobody's going to be giving out their life. And they are going to be playing 4-1 with the Rays, who's Julius going to be playing in A side. While the attacking Rays and Reina, who are going to be slowly creeping up onto A side, they might catch the Rays off guard and might get the control of A side. But it's going to be Julius with the first kill onto Dream Eater, his Rays counterpart. It's going to be a double kill or a single kill for Artemis. Artemis goes for 1. He is going to be meeting Julius any second now. Yeah, Julius positioned himself perfectly.
Artemis has his aim trained towards Tetris, but unfortunately won't be getting any kill as of now. But he's at a really good position as 6-flick 2. He's going to be holding in gardens, which means that if the attackers are unaware of its position, it's going to be a problem. Artemis with the kill on Julius. Alcatraz gets the kill on 6-flick, and there comes the kill choice.
Oh, this is going to be very interesting. 2 people who are going to be playing.
Yeah, that is completely true. So the side gets clear, and unfortunately the defenders fall into the hands of the attacking team, and Artemis with a 3k is going to be securing the round for Team Suiiii. And yeah, after losing consecutive rounds, they are going to be coming back, and it looks like the momentum is slowly going back towards the hands of Team Suiiii. And let's see that, and let's hope that they, carry forward this in order to bag a few more points into their favor so that they close the gap and probably put themselves ahead of Team EXE in the forthcoming rounds.
Oh, that was very, very good execution coming in from the attackers. We saw the Reina slowly lurking up and getting 2 kills in A, while the others were waiting right outside B. And knowing the positions of the defenders, they had sandwiched them. And there comes almost while gets taken out while his wall was going to go down. And there comes the slow up. There comes the first kill for Artemis. And that's going to be a 5v4 already with the attackers already pushing up onto Shower, and there comes the shot from Mr. Vic onto Artemis. The Artemis not going to be doing any damage, but it's going to be Mr. Vic who's going to be hitting 150 onto the head. And as we see, the attackers are slowly rotating back to B side.
Yeah, even if the showstopper was aimed directly at his head, it was not given to him because his teammate had the kill. But however, you see that both the teams have a 4-man on their side, so they've lost. They both have suffered a man loss here, but there isn't any desired advantage for any of these teams here, and it looks like it's gonna be an engagement towards side B. There comes the information from Zong, clearing all the crucial points to look at before taking the engagement in towards the side. There is the smoke. They're going to be waiting for it as we are speaking. Sagma gets the kill on a Paradox, and EXE have suffered 2 men now, and they are at the numbers disadvantage. Alcatraz goes for the control. Mr. Wick gets taken on the Dream Meter. It's a 3v3 yet again. Alcatraz is going to swing, but he gets taken down by Siegfried. Yeah, and Mr. Wick with a 3rd kill on his Zong, and Sagma is planning to go for his ultimate, but I think he has hesitated there for a bit. I don't know why. It's 1v3, and I don't think he wants to waste his ultimate in a round which is very desperate. He's gonna be and he got played. Son Siegfried with that electro dart onto its teleporter will be claiming the life of Sagma, who expected them to follow him back, but unfortunate enough for him. And I think we are going to be seeing a pause now because one of the players has disconnected, if I am right. And I'm not pretty sure what is going to be happening in a few more seconds, because I could see that Dream Eater left the party. Oh yeah, that's why they have been called for a pause. I think there is a problem with Dream Eater, but I think he'll be back any second now. And until then, we are going to be talking about a little bit of some fun facts about the game.
Let's actually talk about the previous round. They had complete control over B. They had enough information. They knew there were 2 people inside, but still the Brim and the Sky were playing it a bit passive while the KJ was trying to plant. And when the KJ got detected on the Sova, Mr. Vic coming in at the right time and getting 2 kills immediately had actually given out the round. It was actually a 4v3 situation, and from which they actually lost the game.
Yeah, I mean, exactly as you said, the hesitation from the attackers cost the round, I should say, because KJ was left open. And maybe if they, committed themselves, because they had the information, right? And if they, put on the pressure and had they, without taking any hesitation, taken it.
I think Dreamcatcher is still. Oh yeah, he's still not ready.
Okay, that's great. So I think we're just going to be looking at all the agents jumping here and there when the barriers aren't going to be lifted in probably a few more seconds. But yeah, anyways, Bind. So you know what? In the 2 days, I should say that there hasn't been any crazy teleporter plays that I have seen. Any team hasn't come up with any ideas to confuse or utilize the teleporter in such a way that they bamboozle the opponents to go for a plant in the completely different side. But it is an option that is available in a map like Bind because thanks to the kudos to the teleporters. But yeah, such tactics weren't displayed by any of the teams that is played. Probably it's not the meta anymore. I'm not sure about that. But yeah, let's see if in the forthcoming matches, if there is any cheesy plays that is going to be involving the teleporters in mind.
The play of yesterday is going to be Vortex God's ace. Him just flicking around every single person in that icebox map was really, really intriguing to see. And it was actually against Team Suiiii, so they will not forget that.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. I still remember the way Vortex God was on top of his game when he was playing up against Team Suiiii. Like, not just the ace. I mean, the ace was pretty impressive. I'm not denying that. But each and every kill that he took, right, it was very impressive to see. And as we already said yesterday, his aim is really crisp and he never misses his aim, as far as I know. And correct me if I'm wrong. But yeah, anyways. That was a really good matchup between EXE, I mean, sorry, Suiiii and what X got. But unfortunately for Suiiii, they weren't able to come out on top of it. And here they are in the losers bracket where they still have an opportunity. If they beat Team EXE, they will be moving forward in the losers bracket. But as of now, EXE seem to have, the advantage, the momentum in towards their side. And I don't know if Team Suiiii will be able to switch things up and make sure that EXE will suffer few rounds here and there. And as we speak, Dream Eater has reconnected by the looks of it, so we should be undergoing the round any second. And we should be resuming the round any second now, and that's going to be pretty interesting to see because seven agents on board have their abilities on you. So there is going to be a lot of abilities probably used in this round. So this is going to be a lot of interesting ones to catch up.
Yeah, and we can see Julius yesterday, who was actually not playing on top of his game, was able to come up with 12 and 5 this time. And Artemis gets wild while he was doing the same thing again and again, trying to wall up and trying to secure showers, which did work out for him this time. While had caught him off guard, it's going to be a 5v4 immediately after the start of the round. And we do see the attackers completely split up all around the map, and there is actually nobody in B side as of now, which is very, very confusing. And there comes the rotate from the defenders, thinking that maybe this push is on to B side.
Yep, that is completely true. So the attackers are going to be positioning themselves towards the hookah, and Sky is going to be attacking from towards the long. And we could see the Ray still in markets making a way towards the B side, and I think it's going to be a committing towards the B side. There comes the ultimate off the brim. That's going to be pretty much devastating. As Paradox claims the life of Artemis, it's a 4v4. That is an amazing ultimate that was deployed by the Brim, but unfortunately no lives claimed over there. Zong with the ability in his hand. Mr. Vic will be getting a kill on the Dream Eater. Alcatraz with a kill on the Cyclic. There goes another ability of the Brimstone, the attacking Brimstone, but unfortunately won't be getting any kill over that one yet. Paradox with a third kill on his Sagma, and Paradox with a fourth one on to Alcatraz, securing the round for Team EXE. Paradox almost aced it, but really well played by the defending Brimstone, which is Paradox. The ability that he put on Hookah was it was very crucial to delay the attackers, and he was able to get a kill off of it. And he was able to secure the guns off the attacking team, and he was able to go for 3 more kills, which was pretty impressive, the 4K for him.
And as we move forward, it's the 9th round with another round victory. It's going to be a 4-point lead for Team EXE. I have a huge feeling EXE getting 3 more rounds in this half is going to be... Excuse me. I'm sorry.
It's okay, not a problem. So this is gonna be an A side push by the looks of it, and I think Sage didn't want to take the chances of going for the wall yet again, and Sagma is gonna be pushed back hard by the net. There comes the impact of Julius onto Artemis, and Artemis goes down. There comes the blind, but unfortunately Julius already pushed down, and he goes down as he had the flash on his hand. Alcatraz will be getting the kill on the Julius. Sick Flick with a kill on his Sagma, and just like that, the attackers have lost 3 men. I've lost 4 men with the kill getting Mr. Wick getting the kill on the Dream Meter, while we'll be closing the curtains down for Alcatraz, and it means that EXE have a 5-point lead now.
Artemis is actually playing it really, really well till now. He's trying to push his team towards victory in every single round, but it's just unfortunate that the other duelist is not able to actually catch up onto the momentum. Dream Eater needs to step up right now for his team to pick up at least 2 more rounds in the 3 rounds that is left in this half, because if they don't pick up at least 2 more rounds, it's going to be very unfortunate. 9 rounds already in the first half for the team is going to be unfortunate. There comes the ultimate from the Fade, and Fade is going to be pushed back because of the utility of the Sky. And there comes the first kill for Alcatraz. Julius is going to be taken down. Artemis is going to be picking up onto Vic, and Cyclic is going to be taken down. Artemis, it's a quick refrag coming in from Cyclic, and it's a 3v4 situation with the attackers on a man advantage. And there comes Wild. Wild is going to go for a place, but Dream Eater is going to be the one who's going to be catching him. It's a 2v4 situation with Sky actually onto the Spike is going to be eating right outside Hookah. There comes the rotate, and they are going to be getting healed by the Sky's heal.
Yeah, that is true, and they have completely made their way towards A, and which means that they will be comfortably able to go for the plan and make this a post-plan situation, as it's Sova and the Brim who are the last 2 men standing, and Sova is just now making his way towards pipes by the looks of it. Yes, he is going to be entering pipes any second now, but unfortunately the Spike will be going down. Zong will be positioning himself inside U-Haul, so which means that he will make sure that anyone doesn't come out of U-Haul alive. And Dream Eater will be swinging outside box, will be getting the kill onto Seklik, and there is the Brim who jumped out of heaven. And I don't know if anyone knows his position right outside in front of the iron gates. But yeah, let's see. Paradox will be going for the swing. Will be getting the kill onto Alcatraz. It's a 1v3. There is still a possibility that he can get a few more kills here and there. But oh no, that was pretty close. But Paradox will be getting the kill on a Dream Eater. What an intelligent play there. Paradox with the third kill on to Zong. This is one more man alive, but Sagma will be ending the likes of Paradox. And unfortunate for Paradox, if he was able to get the kill on the Sagma, he might have had an opportunity to go for the plant defuse. But yeah,
it was very unfortunate on the
it was very
side for the Brim, because coming out of such a bad situation, almost clutching it out is something that would have been very, very good to watch for the viewers at least. And as we move forward, it's 7-3 on EXE leading with 4 rounds advantage. On to the 11th round, as I already said, if Team C actually goes for 2 more rounds, they're in actually a very comfortable position with just two rounds advantage, and they can even catch up just to the pistol rounds. It is going to be a complete B push that we are going to be seeing with Raze, KJ, and the Brim, who's going to be pushing long. The Brimstone of Paradox is actually going to be the one who's going to be contesting them. Fade trying to collect some information right outside Hookah is not going to be detecting anybody, and there is the Boombot that's not going to be detecting anyone else. Well, Paradox is sneakily going to be pushing through his smoke, and nobody's going to be detecting him. And there comes the first kill, and that is for Paradox, and that is Dream Eater. And Dream Eater is going to be entering side with his ultimate. He's not going to be catching anyone. And there is Artemis with the refrag. Mr. Vic is going to be getting a kill onto Zongzina. It's a 3v4 situation with the Brimstone. Actually with the spike, and it's a 3v3 situation. Dream Eater actually stepping up. Artemis with the kill onto Julius. It is a 3v2 situation. The attackers are in advantage, and there is the flank coming in, and there is the revive at last, and we are going to
that revive was not a really like advantageous one, but however it's a 1v1. It's still a post plan situation. Suiiii has to go for the kill here. He goes for the electro dart, but unfortunately can't get the kill on the Dream Eater. He is going for the shot that's into the fridge, but what a flick, my man! And getting the kill on the Dream Eater, he's going to be comfortably going for the defuse, putting one more point up onto the board into the favor of Team EXE. Really well played by Suiiii, and kudos to the entire team of EXE. They were able to get a crucial refrags here and there. But yeah, even Suiiii were on the right part of stepping on, putting the pressure on towards EXE. But unfortunately, Suiiii was there to save the day.
But this is a round that was supposed to be won by Team Suiiii if they had actually capitalized on the men advantage they had. But the revive came in very quickly, but it was also nullified immediately. The 1v1, very unfortunate that Dream Eater couldn't clutch up that round. If he had, it would have been very good. And Vile goes for the wall yet again, but this time he doesn't even want the orb. He's just going to be securing Shower as of now, and Mr. Vic is trying to get some information on A shot, and there comes a random sprays, and Julius's bot is going to be catching one person, and that's going to be, oh my god, Dream Eater gets detected and gets taken out by Julius's bot, and it's going to be a 4v5 situation.
I mean, I think of it, the last round of the first half, and the attackers are at the numbers advantage. The defenders are at the numbers advantage. My apologies on that one. But Alcatraz is going to be holding an angle from market. Will he be able to claim at least one of the defenders' positions over there? There comes the Raze with a kill onto Artemis. What a usage of his sashes. Alcatraz with a kill onto Julius. But however, why will be getting the refrag onto Alcatraz? The attackers have only 2 men on their board, but the defenders have still the 4-man ability, and they would be able to take the numbers advantage on towards their side. Mr. Vic is going for the ability to see. Oh no, there is going to be an engagement between Paradox and Sagma, but unfortunately Paradox coming out on top of it because he had the better gun, and that sums up the first half. And it has come up in a decisive advantage towards the favor of Team EXE with a 6-point lead, which is really impressive.
Yeah, this round coming in, Julius taking out the counterpart Raze was very important. They weren't given any utility usage from the Raze. The nade wasn't used, the bot wasn't used, and he was able to take him out immediately. And as we can see, it is the time for the next half. We can see a whooping 6-round advantage for Team EXE. They are on the right path towards the next match, but mind you guys, if you are going to be losing this game, then you are completely out of the tournament. There is no more chances. This is the right time for you to come back, and Team Suiiii will try their best to
that is completely true. This tournament was a double elimination, but this is going to be the second part of your elimination, right? So these both teams have already lost one of their matches. They can't afford to lose one more. Julius will be using his satchels yet again to take control of Hookah. There comes the nade. He knows that he's going to be pushing the Brim out, and he goes for the kill onto Slugma, and the Brim goes down. Sky has lost a lot of HP, which means that the Paradox will be going to stick to plan. That's going to be a post-ban situation, a 4v4 now as we are speaking. And there comes the wall, there comes the race, but will he be able to get it? Wild gets the kill onto Dreamer. What a good headshot over there. It's a 4v3, but Sky has really low HP, which means that the attacking team have the HP disadvantage now. My apologies. Paradox getting the kill on the song. It's a 4v2 now. The defenders have only 2 men. Artemis getting the kill on the Paradox. Will be able to get one more? No, unfortunately not. Artemis will be getting one onto Wild, but Mr. Wick will be getting the kill back onto Artemis. Artemis nearly clutched it back for his team, but unfortunately, Mr. Wick was there to make sure that such things doesn't happen.
Mr. Wick was on 10 HP. Artemis was so close to clutching that round. It would have been an amazing clutch coming in from Artemis. Very unlucky for him. He is putting his whole team on back with his 15 kills. And they are going to be going in for the desperate buys. They don't want to lose another round. They really want to push this forward. And they are going to be buying.
Yeah, I mean, if you are Team Suiiii, this is the right thing to do because you can't afford to lose this round, right? Because then it's going to be putting EXE on a really high advantage, 11-3, which means that they just have to win 2 more rounds. So they must take all the gamble they can. And I think the gamble is going to be paying off. But Artemis will be taken down with Julius, who aggressively pushes him with the judge. And this is going to be a little bit of a problem. He's going to be so much aggressive. Sickflick will be getting the kill of the Zong. Julius claiming the life of Dream Eater. And I think the plan will be, the spike will be planted. It's a 4v2. Julius with the 3rd kill onto Alcatraz with the judge. He's doing a lot of damage. Sagma with the Bucky of his own. He will be getting the kill on towards Julius. It's a 3v1 and he has a Bucky in his hand. He's going to get slowed, he's going to get tortured, and he's going to get killed by the Electro Dart of Sickflick. That's going to end his life, and this is 11-3.
The second time he's getting killed by the Shock Dart.
The Shock Dart, yeah, exactly. And yeah, that's completely it's fine. I think the word Electro Dart has a more ring to it than Shock Dart. But anyways, if any moderators are watching this stream, this is gonna be a cue for you guys. So maybe change the name, maybe not. I don't care. Anyways, moving on. 11-3. 9. I think yeah, it's a 9-point lead, right? And they're just like 2 points away from winning this losers bracket match, which means that they will be moving forward. But coming back from a situation like this, it's gonna be highly ideal. But Dream Eater will be claiming the life of Mr. Wick with the nade. There comes the nade of Julius on his own, and he is going to be popping off on towards the hands of Artemis. But unfortunately, this time around, Artemis is aware, and he is going to be going for the kill. He equips the judge in his hand, but while with the Vandal, he'll be taking him down. It's a 3v4. The attackers have lost 2 men in the aggressive play. He's going to go for the fake plant, or is he going to stick it? He's going to get sprayed down by Alcatraz, unfortunately. And Dream Eater will be getting the kill on the Sickflick, leaving on to Paradox as the only one standing for the attacking team. Probably Team EXE shouldn't have went all in aggression for this one. Maybe they could afford it, but I would have rather wanted them to play it slow because they have a good advantage, right? Why you want such an advantage is to pry it off your hand. When you have the momentum, use it, but not in the wrong way.
Yeah, but that's completely true. But if you actually look at it, it was their bonus round. If they hadn't bought any guns, understandable. The way they played, completely understandable. But while actually went in for the Vandal buy, and that is actually putting them on a disadvantage that the Sage won't be having a gun next round. And the others, even Julius, I don't think he has any money to buy for the next round, while the rest of 3 will be able to buy. Playing this round this aggressive wasn't really necessary, at least while and Julius had actually got guns. It's a 1v4 situation, very, very hard for Paradox to come out of. And I don't think he's going to be winning this. He's just going to be trying and getting some extra strikes. And there comes the first one. And he's going to be taking down one player. And there comes the judge. And there comes the Satchel. It's not going to be giving him any entry. And there is going to be the peak coming in from Paradox. And Paradox is going to be taking down.
The peak now. He will be getting the gets that. Paradox on the literal last second getting the life of Dream Eater, which means Dream Eater's gun is getting denied. But however, Suiiii will be able to win that one. So putting them at a little bit of an advantage for the comeback. But if they do want to come back, right, they have to make sure that they win each and every round consecutively without making any slip-ups. And as we could see on the board, it's going to be a mixed loadout for the attacking team. We could see a pistol, we could see an SMG, we could see a Vandal, we can see 2 pistols, mind you. And yeah, this is what we were talking about. The economy is damaged because Team EXE played the last round a little bit, they did a gamble and it didn't pay off. Unfortunate, for them. And Julius is going to be doing the same thing. And oh my god, Julius is on a roll and will be getting the kill onto Zong. And he's going to aggressively be pushing on towards Heaven. And he's going to get punished for Dream Eater as he was bunny hopping his way towards heaven. And yeah, it's a 4v4 situation. Both the teams have lost one of them. And Mr. Weak, unfortunately, has only a pistol in his hand. He won't be able to do much of a damage if Alcatraz decides to push him with alongside his teammate, and that's going to be happening. Sugma, with the judge in his hand, will be claiming the life of the poor guy over there. And there comes the shock dart, unfortunately shocking himself, and Sugma will be able to punish Sick Flick while he'll be getting the reflag on towards Sugma. While the third kill onto Artemis, and Paradox with the kill onto Alcatraz. What looked like a round for Team Suiiii almost instantaneously turned and shifted the momentum back into the hands of EXE, putting them at an advantageous match point situation.
It was all thanks to Wild's 3K. Wild played really well. He got his hands on the Vandal and he was able to completely control over lamps. And I think that was very, very effective in a way that he didn't completely push but just waited for them for the retake and was able to take each head as one time. And as we move forward, it's going to be the match point, maybe the last round that Team Suiiii is going to be playing in this tournament, or maybe they can even go for a comeback, but their economy says different. But as we move forward, Dream Eater is going to be the only man who's going to be holding up onto lamps. Artemis is going to be holding heaven, and there is going to be the third player, that is Alcatraz, who's going to be holding up inside side. Alcatraz is going to be meeting his death by Julius. Julius gets taken out by a unfortunately, my apologies.
It was Dream Eater who goes down to Julius. Yeah, exactly. I know that there was a lot of confusion that was happening. It's a 4v4. The plan goes down with the help of the Sage Wall. And yeah, this is going to be a really bad situation for Team Suiiii because they don't have the guns in their hand. As Wild will be getting the kill on the Sugma. Zong will be getting the kill on the Paradox with the flank. And he gets his hand on towards the Spectre. It is not something really nice, but it is something to do a little bit of a damage. Sicklick will be getting the kill on the Zong. And Alcatraz will be finding this weak. Sicklick with the kill onto Alcatraz and onto Artemis, making the curtains fall down onto the face of Team Suiiii. That means the Team Suiiii are eliminated out of the Beta Xpedition. So sorry guys, you played really well, you gave everything you can, but Team EXE were on top of their game today, and they are going to be moving forward in the losers bracket as Julius with a 22 bomb, and he's going to be the man that is going to be like, you know, the MVP for the match, and he deserves it for carrying his team.
And one last time, I'll just give it up for Team Suiiii. Just one last time. And see you guys.
Yeah, unfortunately, you won't be seeing them anymore, and you won't be having an opportunity to hear Nightwing go again and again with that. But yeah, that's that. So we will be back with the second match in quite some time. So please stay tuned, guys, and thank you so much for tuning in. Bye bye.
Every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Every little thing you do, every time you hold me, take me higher, higher. Ooh, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher, you take me higher, baby, you take me higher. You take me higher, baby.
Music's loud and I'm feeling alright. In slow motion, baby, it's just you and I. Yet the burn makes you feel so alive. And we live in the moment, so you can live it tonight. We're here now, let's party together. Let's live like tonight is forever. We're here now, let's party together. Let's live like tonight is forever. Let the rhythm move us, yeah baby, take it too far. You're at the center of my attention, yeah you got me so lost. I love the way that you move and how the lights keep up the groove. We're like in a movie, baby, but it's ending too soon. We're here now, let's party together. Let's live like tonight is forever. We're here now, let's party together. Let's live like tonight is forever.
Welcome back, everyone. It's the second game for today. It's going to be Team Terminal versus Team ENT, that's Entrare. So we have Team Entrare attacking on Icebox while the defenders are going to be Team Terminal. So as we already saw in the previous game, very unfortunate for Team CE that they got disqualified and they won't be continuing in this tournament anymore. This is the second game of the losers brackets, and we are going to be seeing who's going to be moving forward and who's going to be leaving the tournament. And for the agent selection, it's going to be Rocky.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. So this is going to be an icebox, just like yesterday. We are going to be seeing an icebox yet again. This time it's going to be played by Entrare, and it's Terminal Esports. So this is going to be pretty interesting. So we are going to be seeing Soma being picked up on both sides. Maybe the Sage being picked up on both sides by the looks of it, and Viper is going to be a common pick too. There is a KO that's been taken by Tees, and I think even yesterday Tees went for the KO pick, but I'm not quite sure. But it looks like a pretty standard pick where the defenders, but to be honest, the defenders, by the looks of it, don't have any flash just yet. They seem to have completely, not thought about any flashes on towards their side. And I think for the side of the attacking team, there is going to be a few flashes here and there. But even then, that's going to be taken off the board, I guess. I think both the players are going to be going into the match without any flashes. But other than that, it's going to be pretty common setup with the Sage, with the Viper for the control, and they have logged in, and we are not going to be seeing any flashes in this game. So that's going to be interesting. How the teams are going to be taking control of the side without a flash. You just have to push the defenders off their places, and will that work? What do you think about it, Nightwing? I
This
mean,
is
they
a
do have a
very
flash with the help of KO. They do have a flash, but it does help. But for the defending team, they don't have a flash, right? But I
yeah.
don't think they
So
would be
that's going to
needing
be
much.
very. I don't know. They have an initiator. Maybe they are going to be playing completely on information and not on flashes. We did see a non-duelist game yesterday as well, and we are going to be seeing one for the attackers in here. That's going to be Entrare, who's going to be playing without any duelists yet again, and it's going to be KO, their only flasher. On the defending side, it's going to be 0 flashes.
Oh yeah, so let's see what's going to happen this time around in Icebox. I think the last match that we saw in Icebox was where we could see the match between Suiiii and Cosmo 5, where I think it was a match in when Vortex God went literal God, and he was able to pull up aces, and he was able to go for 4Ks, 3Ks, and whatnot, clutch plays and everything. That was a really good match, and let's see if the same is going to be expected from Entrare and Terminal. And yeah, the first round is underway, and whoever is going to be coming out on top of it do get the advantage of the economy. But there is going to be an engagement between Phoenix, but unfortunately, Jayesh is going to be coming on top of it in spite of taking a bullet right on towards his head. But yeah, unfortunate there for him. And Viper I mean, she does lose a lot of HP. And Starboy, I think, is going to go for a fake, wall on towards B side. But I think the diffuser is going to be on towards the people who are going to be pushing on towards the A side and going for the plan. But unfortunately, defenders are all on towards B side, thinking it's going to be a plan on B side. But unfortunately enough for them, the plan is going on towards A. And Starboy is slowly making his way back towards the side. As you could see, even Terminal have realized that they have it bamboozled, and it's a plan that happened inside A. It's a 4v4, and it's a post-plan situation. Momentarily, it's going to be under the hands of Entrare because they have the pressure of the post plan. But there comes Obenon with the ability popped up in his hand, the sheriff, the ability sheriff, I should call it. And if it hits, it's going to be a one tap. But unfortunately, Starboy will be getting the kill onto Obenon. Obenon not able to do much damage. Here comes the flash. There comes the flick from Taze. Will be getting the kill onto the Viper. There comes the second kill for him with the kill onto Radical, and which means that it's all up to the stage of midnight. But unfortunately, he goes down, and the attackers claim the first round victory, claiming the eco advantage, moving on towards the second one.
Well played by the attackers, slowly bamboozling the defenders by splitting the round from the very first round. We have been seeing this a lot from Entrare. They really take the pistol rounds seriously. They don't want to lose their pistol rounds, and that's what they did. And with that, Entrare is going to be leading up on to 1-0, and that is going to be guns in their hands.
I've got guns in my head and it won't go. That's the song that is going on to my head when you said that. But anyways, I don't want to creep you guys by singing. Anyways,
as we move forward, it's Feast with 3 kills on the first round, and the attackers are going to be pushing in. With Pixel actually not buying any gun, and he's just going to be playing with his headhunter. And he is going to be the first one who's going to enter because he doesn't have any gun. And there comes a kill from Starboy. Starboy is going to be taking one, and there is one for Pixel as well. It's a 3v2 situation. Feast goes for the third, and it is already 5v2. Very much on the hands for Team ENT and Terminal. Both the players are going to be flanking, and they are going to be looked up by the Viper. The Viper's going to be picked up on, and that's the first kill for the Viper, or maybe not. Radical is going to be the one who's going to be getting a kill, and Pixel with the kill on Radical, the last player alive. It's going to be Obenai. Obenai had a lot of clutch plays last round, but he's not going to be able to do that. He gets one onto Pixel, and that's 1v3 situation. He gets the gun onto his hands. He does have time, but he needs to be pretty quick in eliminating all the 3 players, at least getting some exit frags and making it a good eco round.
Yeah, that is completely true. I think Obenon is looking forward to some exit frags here and there in order to punish the economy of his team, but he gets taken down by Starboy. There was an engagement between both of them. There was an exchange of bullets, but Starboy is going to be coming out on top of it. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-round continuous victory coming into the favor of Entrare, which means that they do have the bonus round advantage, and yeah, they do have an amazing eco advantage over Team Terminal Esports. But let's see, Terminal Esports, I think they will be able to get their hands towards assault rifles this time around, because yeah, that's what you get after losing 2 rounds. This is going to be an advantage for them if they're able to get this one particular round, right? But even then, it's not, I wouldn't call it an advantage. Maybe they will be able to close the gap, but even when they go towards the next round, the defenders will be still able to afford the assault rifles themselves. Here comes the engagement. Phoenix will be finding one on the Starboy, and the Obenon will be getting the kill on the Pixel. 2 men from Entrare go down already, and it's a 5v3 situation. The attackers have lost 2 men here, and that's going to be pretty bad for the attacking team, which is Entrare, who were on a roll, who got to manage to get 2 consecutive round victories, and this looks like it has stalled their potential into claiming the third one. Viper loses a little bit of his HP, and yeah, let's see what's going to be happening here.
I would say whatever kill that Entrare is going to get this round is going to be very, very good, because they are in their bonus and they are going to just play for kills. And there is the peak coming in from Max as well as Jayesh onto Radical. Maybe Radical will be caught off guard, or Radical is going to be the one who's going to be picking up a kill onto Max. It's suddenly a very slow rotation that's coming in, and there is the Viper who's going to get detected. He is staying right away from the Sova Dart, and there comes the double flank. The double flank is going to be taken down Jayesh any second now, and there is the kill for Phoenix. It is a 5v2 situation, and going to be very, very hard for Max and the KO to actually go forward and go for a plant. And there is the first kill for ENT, and that's going to be teased onto IDGAF. And there is the second kill for these. There is a chance that they can come back from this, and there is a gun on the hands of the KO, and the KO is going to be playing somewhere close to Snowman while the Sova's playing Orange. Oh, Thies is going to be taken out, and there is the first of the two. And there is what a shot coming from Max, and what a shot coming in
Oh
from
no!
Radical onto Max. Very unfortunate, even though he was able to hit ahead, he wasn't able to finish him off.
Yeah, that is completely true. That was pretty sad for him there because his aim was a little bit off over there and he gets punished for it. Well done by Terminal Esports. They were able to get the first round into their hand. But unfortunately, this time around, it's going to be everything even because both the sides of the spectrum will be able to afford assault rifles. But I don't know about the case of Phoenix and the Viper because they don't have much economy on towards their side, which means that they would be going for maybe a lesser buy. But it is what it is. But the attacking team will be managing to get a 5-stack Vandal. So that's going to be pretty advantageous for them if they are like, going for a side commitment. That's going to be pretty impressive. They have to make sure that they take care of this round and they make sure that they don't lose this one because if they lose this one, right, their economy would be taking a dive.
Yeah, and now that both the teams do have guns, it's going to be just IDJF who's going to be going in with the Bulldog because he wasn't able to completely afford a gun. And as we move forward, it's a complete B push coming in with mid being pushed by ENT and Mags. Mags actually having the spike is a very, very close call, actually pushing up onto mid with him. It is unfortunate that nobody's going to be picking him off, and the Viper and the Sova are just going to be holding Kitchen. Maybe the Sova is going to be taking down Pixel any second now, and he is coming in for the peak, and that's the first one. There is going to be a dink onto him, and there is the shot from Phoenix, and Max is going to be refragging him immediately. But Max, alone with the spike, is not going to be doing much. He's going to slowly retreat back because that's the only reason that he had a spike is the reason for his retrieval, and we are going to be seeing a rotate.
It is the safe play for him, right? Because if he manages to lose his spike onto the kitchen area, then that's going to be pretty bad for him because he won't be able. The attackers will be put at a dire situation to go retrieve it back. That means that there is going to be a lot of time wasted. Max is going to go
Beast is
for
actually in a very good position, Jayesh.
30 seconds left.
Oh yeah, I mean that was pretty good shot by JS onto Radical, and IDGAF will be getting the crown of Mags with the help of the Viper ability, and it's a 3v3. The plan goes down yet again. Starboy with the plan. There goes the concussion. That's going to be pushing them out of the range of plan, but however the spike is already planted. It's a 3v3.
Oh, Benai was in a very good position. He was able
no.
to take one, and Jayesh is going to be immediately reflagging. It's going to be the Viper versus Viper, while the KO slowly pushes himself on Orange. He's going to be taking the head of IDGAF, or maybe not. He's going to be slowly pushing up onto Kitchen. He's going to be playing the long game. He's going to be coming right on top of their head, and that is what I was talking about. And that is the first kill, and the Viper is pushed back because of the pit. And Jayesh is going to be ending up that round with 3 Ks, and that is the third round victory for Team ENT.
Yeah, the reason why the pit is very crucial in the close plan situation is under such circumstances, right? Because he went for the defuse. Unfortunately, the pit was there, which was making him vulnerable, which was slowly bringing down his HP, and which means that he can be taken down very easily. And he has to step back, and when he stepped back, Viper stepped up and ensured that he goes down. So very well played by Entrare. They are at a 2-point lead now, and the Rico are back on track. Unfortunate for Team Terminal Esports, they won't be able to afford guns this time around. It's going to be a save round for them because it's going to be a pistol round for them. And let's see if they have the luck of the Trade Republic's tournament that they would be able to come out of with a thrifty.
Yeah, let's watch, and the attackers are going to be slowly pushing up onto B side and mid yet again. It is the same situation with Sova and the Chamber, who's going to be pushing up onto mid, but the one small difference, the Sova's not going to be holding up onto the spike, and there is 2 kills popping up with Starboy and Pixel getting each one, and Radical is going to be taken down, and there is the teleport on top of Tubes, which is going to be holding a lot of area and covering. As I was talking about, Pixel is going to be taking down and there is Phoenix with the kill, and Phoenix is going to be taken on by Pixel. Pixel with 3 kills already is going to be slowly waiting for Midnight, who's right below him, might catch him off guard because he's going to be right behind him.
And yeah, it's all up to the hands of Midnight with a classic in his hand. But I think he will be claiming his Vandal. But he has only 100 HP and he has to go up against the likes of 4 opponents who have their full HP. But this will be finally getting the kill on Midnight, popping off the amazing song. What a good song that is. I have, like, whenever I go to the gym, right, and whenever I listen to the song, I just get into the mood, right? And yeah, it's a really beautiful song, and it's probably one of the best that I've ever listened to. But anyways, moving on. A 3-point lead coming into the favor of Team Entrare. A pretty solid lead and a pretty solid economy for them, I should say. And they will be able to afford their hands into good assault rifles in the next few rounds. and that's going to be pretty much depressing for team Terminal Esports. But this time around, they would be able to get their hands onto the guns for themselves. So it's going to be a pretty even grounds this time around. Phoenix is going to be positioning himself, but he's going to be playing a little bit aggressive. He's going to be pushing up, and if he is able to manage to get the KO off guard, and he does get it, Phoenix will be getting the kill on the TS. He'll be pushing the stage. He'll be taking them down. Starboy goes down. That's an amazing play from Phoenix. What an aggression! What an aggression! What an amazing aggression from Phoenix. What an amazing headshot there onto flag.
But there is the Viper who's going to be playing it very, very safe, and the Viper is actually not going to be peeking. I don't even know why. And there comes the kill from the Viper, and it is going to be Jayesh with 2 kills. He is going to be holding up on
the
the
necessary 2K for his team. Yeah, that is completely true. And he is going to be the single man standing for the attacking team. But he's going to go for the reload as he walks right in front of the Radical. And he's going to get taken down by the likes of Sova. And that's going to be a round victory for Terminal Esports. Very well played that they have to make sure that
that's an amateur mistake people at any and every rank make. Walking and reloading. I don't really know why people do that. Yeah. Yes, never reload and walk, never reload and peek. I don't even know why we'll be doing that. Because in this game, if
maybe
you are
he was
reload,
confident that there wouldn't be anyone there. But even though if you're confident that there are 3 opponents on your map, so they can be anywhere. If it's just a single player, maybe you can, if it's a single agent, right, you can maybe take a gamble. But against 3, your odds are very slim, and you shouldn't be making such mistakes. After playing such a crucial 2K, Jayesh slipped up, and yeah, he got paid for the mistake he done. Very well played by Terminal Esports over there. And that the aggression that Phoenix did, it was the necessary kickstarter for his team to get the momentum into their swinging into their favor. And yeah, let's
this
see.
round is going to be falling into Entrare because they have 5 ultimates, and if they are going to be using every single one of it, I don't think they're going to be making any bad moves. And there is the Chamber who's going to be holding up onto Elon. He's going to be the first one for the kill. That's Obinai who's going to be taking out Starboy with the revive. Starboy is not going to be reviving anybody this round. And Mags and the Viper are going to be slowly pushing up onto mid, while the Viper from the other team is going to be holding up onto kitchen.
Yeah, that is completely true. It's a 5v4. The attackers have lost one of their men, which means that they do have the numbers disadvantage, and also they have lost a Sage, which means that there is not going to be any revive. She had the ability in her hand, so even if one of the attackers went down, she could probably go and revive them. But unfortunately, Sage herself went down, and she can't revive herself, can she? No, she can't. And yeah, so just like that, the advantage is going to be with Terminal Esports, and they have to make sure that they don't do any slip ups. And ENT also are going to be playing this really slow. They know that they have to win this. They should not be making any mistakes. They're waiting for the Viper wall. They're going to be pushing through it, and Obuno is going to be taking down TS, and Pixel will be getting the refrag almost instantaneously. He climbs up the rope, and he's going to be going for the plan in the second now. And yeah, it's going to be on back of the upper lobby over there. And let's see what's going to be happening. A 3v2 here, just like that. Pixel will be getting the kill onto IDGAF, and it's going to be a 3v2, and 3 members do have the abilities, which means a Sova can play this a little bit safe because he has the ability in his hand, which means that he would be able to defend or deny the defense over there, the spike diffuse over there. And but there wasn't any necessity for it, was that Chamber will be securing the round for Team Entrare.
And what a round coming in from Team Entrare. They didn't use a single ultimate, but they were able to come back from the deficit of the men they had. It was a very good execution, as far as I should say. It wasn't about aim in that round, it was about the perfect execution, and they were able to take control of Orange and Kitchen immediately. As we move forward, it's going to be a split push coming in from the attackers. There's going to be the Soa who's going to be playing the shock dart from the very far range, and he is going to be trying to get a pick using the Soa dart. And there is the gadget that is going to be destroyed, and they have EC entry inside of Kitchen.
And it is completely true. So the what a shot, what a headshot coming in from Obanai, and he is going to be teleporting back into safety. But yeah, as we could see, Starboy does have the ability to revive her teammates, and he is going to be doing that. The Sage is going to be a vital. She is going to be sacrificing her ability, but yeah, that is going to be a necessary sacrifice over there. But anyways, there comes the engagement, and Radical again with the Sheriff will be getting the kill on Max. Will they be able to get the Thrifty into their hand? I really wish that they could. Pixel will be getting the kill on Phoenix, and Pixel will be finding another one onto IDGAF, and that's going to be a 4v2. The Sova will be going forward with his ultimate, but whatsoever, the spike is going to go down. Pixel is going to be slowly moving towards tubes there. And let's see what's going to be happening. Midnight is going to be having an eye on towards the entry of the tube, but Pixel with the third kill, but unfortunately won't be getting the kill onto Midnight. Midnight will be getting the kill onto Pixel, claiming his gun for himself, but it's a 1v3, and we could see the Viper has the ability, but I'm pretty sure the Viper won't be using the ability just yet because it's not necessary on a 3v1, is it? And Jayesh will be closing the curtains down for Midnight, and it's going to be a 4-point lead into the favor of Team Entrare.
And there comes the timeout, and Terminal has called for a timeout after losing a continuous of 2 rounds, I guess. And they do need this timeout. They have to regroup, they have to rethink their strategy, and they have to come back stronger.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. So the timeout is going to be initiated, and Terminal Esports are going to be thinking about the strategies that they have to change, what mistakes that they have been doing, how to correct the mistakes, and how to punish Team Entrare from getting control of the site pretty easily. As we could see, Entrare is going to be having a 5-stack Vandal this time around, and I should say that it's pretty saddening for me because I'm not seeing a lot of Ion Phantoms being picked up in this matchup. And as all my viewers would know, I'm a sucker for these skins, right? I'm a sucker for Ion skins, and even Nightwing does know that, and he concurs that Ion is the best skin in the game. And yeah, anyways, I don't think he does, but yeah, I think he does for me. So
I don't really
whatsoever.
believe that. We were just filling up for the timeout. So I think whatever he said was false. And let's go towards the ninth round of this match with 4-point lead. It is going to be Team Entrare on 6-2.
Oh yeah, and we are just 4 rounds away from closing the first half, and a 4-point lead coming in on towards Entrare, and 8 seconds remaining on the clock for the ninth round to start. So if Team Entrare manage to get 2 more rounds into their hands, right, that's going to be pretty like decent for them moving on towards the defensive half of things, because winning 8 rounds is like a really good position that you could be when you're moving on towards the next half of your game. So let's see what's going to be happening in this particular matchup. Max is going to be pushing on towards A. He's not going to be pushing exactly, but he's going to be waiting for someone who's going to go for the flank. But unfortunately, Max won't be finding anyone because there isn't anyone who's going to be making a flank play. Starboy slowly making his way towards B side, accompanied by Chamber, who has the spike in his hand, and he's going to be going for the wall. And Chamber will be going for the plant. There comes the peak, but unfortunately, he misses it, and Phoenix will be punishing Starboy for it. Pixel almost instantaneously goes for the teleport, and he's gonna run back to safety towards A side because they have the A side control right now. As Obanoy is trying to slowly take back the side control, there comes the Viper's ability. Now this is gonna be a really big problem for Obanoy with his operator in his hand. He's not gonna be having much of a vision, does he? No, he doesn't. And Pixel will be going for the plan. It's a 4v5 post plan situation there. The Sova, the KO, and the Chamber have the ability, but I don't think Chamber will be using his ability just yet. TS is going to be going for the space on top of it, and there comes the ability being poked up by TS, which means that the abilities of the opponents will be introduced. TS with the kill onto Radical. What an amazing nade throw was that. And TS is going to be very crucial there. If he is going to be finding the head of Sage, that's going to be pretty crucial, but he looks back at the wrong time, and he's going to get punished by Max. I'm sorry, Midnight. And Phoenix will be for getting 1 kill of his own. It's going to be a 2v2. There goes the defuse, and there comes the Viper pit any second now, denying the defuse, but he's going to be sitting with it missed. Oh no, that was pretty sad. The lineup actually missed, and it was a pretty costly mistake there. And oh no, what a drop onto Jayesh. That was a slam dunk onto his face, and it's gonna be a victory for Team Terminal Esports. And yeah, just like that, they were able to bring 1 round into their favor. And Terminal has to make sure.
But I really do think that Entrare has messed up big time on that round exactly, because they didn't really expect the Vipers lineup to miss. And they should have at least peaked it before actually going in for the lineups. They were playing it a bit too cocky when they knew that they had lineups, but it was a complete miss. And there comes the Sova Dart, which is not going to be detecting anyone. And there comes the Viper ultimate pop up onto A side, not letting anybody inside. And Phoenix is going to be missing his first shot, and he is going for the second shot. And there comes the second shot, but he's going to be missing that, and the operator has been lost. Mags and Starboy are going to be getting each 1 kill, and it's going to be a 3v5 situation with the defenders already in a disadvantage. And what a shot coming from Pixel, what a flick. And that is going to be Radical who's going to be taken down, and it's a 2v5 situation. Looks very good for Team ENT, and Team ENT are going to be slowly pushing about to be set and going for the plant any second now. The Sage and the Chamber are going to be fighting any second now, and he hasn't really detected him. And he's going to be staying right below the Sage, and the Sage does have a gun, and I don't really know what she's doing, and that is very unfortunate. Oh my god, Viper's going to be missing multiple shots, she's going to be taken out, and that's a flawless round coming in from the attackers. And what a round coming in from Team ENT with 4 rounds in lead. That is the 10th round which came to an end.
I mean, that was pretty sad for Terminal Esports. I'm literally flabbergasted what they were doing there. It's a flawless round coming in for Entrare, and it's going to be a 4-point lead, and it's a 7-3. So if they're able to win the next 2 rounds, then they will be having a really nice advantage into their favor, moving on towards the defensive half. But let's just hope that Terminal Esports won't be giving such an advantage to Entrare, because if they manage somehow to win the next 2 rounds, right, right? And then moving on towards the second half, winning the pistol round wouldn't be that difficult one, and they will be able to close the gap pretty easily, and that should be putting pressure on towards Entrare, who have a good momentum. And there comes Radical, supplied by the knives of the Jet, and Thieves will be taking down Radical, and so it's a 4v4 situation as of now. There comes the smoke that's going to be denying any more kills for Thieves, and yeah, so there comes
Apologies,
the wall,
guys.
and Pixel is going to be going for a spike yet again, but there comes
Holy!
what a beautiful wall that was! What an amazing play by the opponent Sage there. Very well played. That, I mean, if Chamber fall on the wrong side of the wall, right, then he would have been caught up in a really bad situation. But however, good thing for him, he had luck on his side. He landed on the right side towards
So
his
I
teammate,
have
and he
seen
was
that
able to
play come
spray
up
back.
in a Pro League match, and there comes the first kill for Phoenix. Phoenix does manage to take down Thieves, but not be able to take down Pixel. Pixel is going to go for the plant, and he actually didn't plant. He thought he planted, but he's going to be running away, and they are going to be going for another rotate, or maybe not. That was very unfortunate. He really thought he had the plant down, and that is not. Oh my god, there comes the Viper utility, which is going to be taking much of his SP, and overnight the counterpart Chamber is going to be the one who's going to come victorious. And there is the kill on to IDGAF, and Midnight is going to be reviving Phoenix, the 1v4 situation. Very, very unfortunate for Jayesh, because Jayesh is not going to be looking at the bomb as well, and there is going to be defenders around yet again.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty much a really bad thing for the attacking team. He thought that the plant would go down, and in the last second, probably a nanosecond, he stopped pressing the button, and he went for it thinking that the plant would go down. But unfortunate for him, the plant didn't go down. What a costly mistake for Team Entrare, and Terminal Esports were able to punish him for it. And I really hope Terminal Esports will be able to win this round too, because if they do, then moving on towards the second one, they will be able to close the gap pretty easily. But if Entrare manage to get this one round, and it's going to be an advantage towards their side. So let's see what's going to be happening. This is the last round of the first half. Well played by both of these teams. Entrare looks to be having the momentum as of now on towards their side. There comes a location that
Oh, the Phoenix is going to be pushing up close again. Phoenix gets the first kill on to Starboy, and Phoenix is going to be escaping from that yet again. What a smoke and what a retreat. Though KO is going to be disabling him, I mean suppressing him, it is completely fine, because Phoenix has made the mark, and that is going to be the Sage that is down, and no more heals this round. And this was the last round in this half, and IDGF is going to be going for the spray, but he's going to be mixing, and Pixel is going to be the one who's going to be coming on top of that fight. And it's a 4v4 situation with the Viper playing all alone in mid. She has to run towards side, and the Chamber and the Sage are the people who are going to be contesting A.
Yeah, that is completely true. It is a 3v4. The attackers have suffered two-man loss here, but the Jet has had a really low HP, which means that Pixel, if he is able to land a few shots on towards the Jet, then that means that it's going to be the end game for him. But unfortunately, the Chamber is going to be no way, and the Jet is out of harm's way, and she's going to be moving towards A side, where she will be met with the likes of TS, who is not going to be able to get a kill. He goes for the knife, and I guess he is going to be suppressing, and he is going to be detecting Jayesh. He is going to be going for the plant this time around, and the plant goes down. It's a 3v4.
Oh, nice
It is a
shot.
post plant. It's a 3v3. It's a 3v2 as Pixel gets his third kill onto Obener and onto Phoenix. Pixel is on a roll here. It's a 3v2, and just like that, the momentum has shifted back towards the favor of Entrare. It's all up to the Sova, and the Sage unfortunately don't have any abilities in their hand. But however, the Chamber does have the ability, right? If he pops up the sniper, then that's going to be pretty disadvantageous for him. But he gets down. Midnight will be taking him down. It's a 2v2. It is still possible for Terminal Esports, but he Radical gets blinded, but unfortunately won't get pushed. He will be going for the kill. Yes, he will, and he will be claiming the life onto Radical. There comes the Viper Pit. Unfortunately, denying Midnight to go for the defuse, but he would still take the gamble, go for the defuse. But Jay, with the help of the ropes, will be gliding his way towards Midnight and making sure that he meets his demise. That's the end of the first half. It's 8-4, and Team Entrare with a 4-point lead, moving on towards the defensive side.
That was very well played by Entrare, pushing it to the line. And unfortunate for Team Terminal that they weren't able to come back from that, because they had multiple lineups, the KOs, Molly as well as the Vipers, Molly holding back the defuse. And very well played by Team Entrare on the first half, getting 8 points up ahead. But anything can change if the first two rounds fall in the hands of Team TN. And as I always say, for me, Icebox is an attacker-centered match, and a pause has been called by Pixel, and we are going to be seeing a pause coming in.
Oh yeah, so there is a technical pause that has been called, and we are going to be waiting a little bit before both of these teams could be resuming their game. So that's the end of the first half. So what do you think about it? Do you think Entrare played it really nice, or if Terminal Esports didn't up their game?
I really think Entra's execution was on point. Their fakes on both the sides and them rotating always was very, very good. Phoenix trying his level best to get his entry frags, and he was able to win them at least 2 rounds there. And ENT has asked if the opponent team is ready, but we haven't. Yeah, there is the match that is going to be continuing. But I really think that Entra's strategies actually worked out for them. It's really not TN's fault that they were falling short of 4 rounds here. It was actually Entrare's gunfight skill and their strategies actually coming over. And there's the first shot from Pixel. What a shot coming from Pixel. Phoenix is going to be taken down, and that's going to be a 4v5 already. And Midnight is going to be pushing back. And there comes the second kill for Pixel onto the OpenEye. And there's going to be just 2 bullets left in his Headhunter. And that is going to be mostly a rotate that should come in if once the spike is taken from Raptors.
And yeah, just like that, Terminal Esports will be losing 2 of their attackers. That's going to be pretty costly, right? Because the pistol round is very crucial, and losing 2 men is going to be putting you in in a very difficult position. There is an engagement between TS and the KO, but unfortunately there isn't any, anyone taken off the board. And yeah, let's see. There is going to be a rotate, but I think there is a flank that has been taken up by Sova. Any second now he'll be taking Viper, and yet it was a chamber. My apologies. I thought Radical with the kill on the Pixel. Max will be getting the refrag back on Radical. Midnight is going to be watching 2 angles now. That's going to be pretty difficult for him, as Starboy is going to close the curtains for Midnight, and it's going to be the first pistol round victory on the second half. Onto the favor in the favor of team the attackers, was it?
Yeah, the attackers are going to be losing that round, and this is putting them on an advantage. I think this is the same score. I mean, not the same exact score, but it's the same situation that we found C on the previous game, because they are going to be going in for the desperate buys, but are they? They are not. So Terminal is ready to lose this round as well. They are just waiting up on their economy, and they are going to be trusting their attacking with complete guns from next round.
Yeah, that is completely true. It is a gamble that they have to take, and they have to make sure that the gamble works into their favor. But come to think of it, if they manage to win this round, right, and that's going to be pretty impressive. Pixel is going to go for the rotate yet again, and he's going to go for the flank, but there is going to be 2 people holding the angles. It's going to be a 2v2 engagement here, as the chamber is going to slowly go for the shoulder peek. He's waiting for it. He's waiting for the confirmation by his teammate, but his teammate is walking back. And I'm pretty sure that there should be an engagement any second now. Midnight is swerving left and right. But this is intense, guys. This is intense. Come on, someone just peek, for God's sake. Midnight, go for the peek. Yeah, you can do it. You can do it.
Oh, this is such a hide and seek gameplay. Both of them are not ready to peek right out here, and they are waiting it out. It's the one to lose patient first that's going to be losing the round first, and that's going to be Pixel. No. And there is the second. Oh my God, they didn't expect Starboy. The Starboy playing it very well, refragging multiple enemies right there. Going to be putting the attackers on a 2v4 situation. And yet again, another multi-kill coming in from Max, and 2 multi-kills, and that is the end of round 14.
I mean, how many seconds was there? How many seconds was stalled? It was like, you go first. Nah, I'm good, bro. You go first. No, you go first. I'm like, what? Come on, guys. Just peek and get over with it. But whatsoever, Entrare will be getting the round victory. And as you said, this time around, team Terminal Esports will be able to get their hands on towards the assault rifles. So they are going to be going for the gamble here, hoping that with the assault rifle in their hands, they will be able to execute their attack properly, and hopefully bring the points to a near score level, on the same score level. So let's see what's going to be happening. The recon bolt gets destroyed, and by the looks of it, it is going to be a split pusher. There is going to be a lot of agents scattered all through all over the map, and Pixel is going to be really cheesy. Pixel has been playing like a cheeky boy, I should say. And as of now, there isn't any engagement between both of these teams. They are going to be playing it really, really calculatedly, because both of these 2 teams know that how important winning this round is, as it would put the team on a very good advantage. OpenEye will be marking someone over the yellow crate. There comes the pick from Jaysh. Unfortunately, his aim was a little bit, his crosshair was a little bit off point, and Phoenix will be punishing him for that. OpenEye will be getting the kill on the taste. Pixel will be finding 2 on the YDGF and Radical. That's the 2 people that's going to be taken down. And Midnight will be getting the kill on the Pixel, securing the spike and making his way towards B side, which has been taken control by his teammates. So there comes the Sova and the Sage through the mid, and Phoenix will be getting the kill on the Max. It's all up to the Sage there. Unfortunate enough for she has to go up against the likes of 3. That's Starboy with the flicks, but unfortunately Phoenix will be getting the kill. The 3rd K on towards Starboy, and what a crucial round that was for Terminal Esports. It is a necessary momentum push for them. But unfortunate enough, Entrare do have the ability, do have the economy advantage on towards their side, which means that they will be able to afford the assault rifles.
Yeah, that was a very good round coming in from Team Terminal. But but the defenders were able to take down at least 3 people. And I think that's a good sign there, playing good eco. And they are going to be getting their hands on their guns as well. And as we move forward, it's yet another split push coming in with the spike right outside A side. The Sage and the Viper going in for the first peaks. The Jet is actually yet again going to be playing in B, while she's going to be holding up onto the push up out of B. And it's a 2-1-2 hold coming in from the defenders with the operator holding up onto mid.
It is completely true. We are in the 16th round. 1 minute and 15 seconds remain on the clock as we speak. And still, both of these teams are just like how the previous round was played. They're going to be playing it really slow. They're going to be playing it calculatedly. And Obernoy is going to watch the flank. What a crucial position for Obernoy this is going to be. If he is able to get it to at least one of the defenders who is coming out of sight for the flank, that's going to be pretty expensive. Pixel is going to go for the peak, but unfortunately, Obernoy gets the kill, gets the necessary kill onto Pixel, and Pixel gets punished for lurking. And the Team Entrare have lost one of their men. That's going to be pretty disadvantageous for them, losing them. And there comes the shock dart, taking the life of Starboy, making it difficult for him to take a pretty advantageous position. Phoenix is going to be pushing Max out of his way. Radical will be getting the kill on the TS. It's going to be 2v5. It's going to be 1v5. Will this be a flawless round coming in for Team Terminal Esports? It's not going to be James. We'll be getting the kill on the Phoenix. But however, it's a 1v4 and the plan goes down. It's a post-plan situation in a 1v4. If I think Terminal Esports will be able to comfortably get this round into their control, and yes, they do, which means that Entrare Esports are going to be put in a little bit of an eco disadvantage. And the timeout has been called by Entrare.
Because Entrare has, that is a round they shouldn't have been losing. Pixel was very, very impatient there. I don't really know. Pixel maybe is getting overconfident because he's on 21 and 13. But Pixel should understand that holding mid is a very, very important position, and he shouldn't have let that happen immediately by getting killed by the chamber. And the entry by Phoenix and Starboy was very vital for them. With 21-13 and 13-8, Teast and Pixel are the top fraggers for Team ENT, while Phoenix and OpenEye are going to be leading their team's kill counts.
Yeah, that is completely true. This timeout is going to end any second now, as we could see the scoreboard. Pixel on top of his team and Phoenix on top of his team. So very well played by both of these players, and both of these teams have the the momentum to win. They don't want to lose this opportunity, right? Because mind you guys, this is the losers bracket. So if you lose this one, then that's it. It's going to be game over and you're going to be out of the tournament. So they have to fight for the spot in the losers bracket in order to get that redemption back and probably get the tournament victory. But yeah, let's see which one of these teams are going to be coming out on top of it, because by the looks of it, both of these teams do have the power, do have the potential to put forth a really good game. But Entrare seems to have the momentum on towards their side, but they have lost the momentum after losing 2 consecutive rounds towards Terminal Esports, which has put them in a bad economy advantage. And Pixel is going to get punished yet again. It was a necessary gamble for Pixel to go with that aggressive push, because if he was able to get one, he would be able to get his hand on towards an assault rifle, but unfortunately he is denied. Midnight will be denying Max too, who went for the same aggression, but unfortunately Starboy is going to be the one following. Will he be the victim, or will he be successfully getting at least one kill? Let's see. The attackers are going to be making their way, making sure that it's going to be a rotate towards side B, where it's all up to the Viper, who is standing all alone on towards the side, because it's going to be 2 men on A side and it's going to be just a Viper holding B side. It's going to be pretty bad for the Viper to deny entry for all the 5 members of the attacking team. They all flood the entry, and she is going to be stepping back. She's like, I'm out of here. You can take control of the side. I will wait for my teammate go for the retake. The spike goes down. It's a 5v3 post plan. A 5v3 post plan where the attackers have guns and the defenders don't. That's pretty disadvantageous for the defenders. What do you think?
So that is going to be very, very unfortunate for the defenders, because getting a retake with just pistols is already hard. And in a post plant, there comes a kill onto OpenEye towards Jesh. Starboy gets one onto OpenEye, immediate refrag, and Starboy goes for the second. That is very unfortunate for Radical. It's going to be IDGAF, and what a shot coming in from Phoenix. And Thies is going to be getting one kill. Good eco coming in from the defenders, but they are going to be losing the round.
Oh yeah, that is completely true, and looks like the momentum has been favoring Team Terminal Esports for quite a few rounds now, and they have a really good economy advantage towards their side. Even if they manage, even if they lose this one, they can afford guns for the next one. And it has to be making it. I mean, Entrare has to make sure that Terminal Esports don't win any more rounds, because the gap has already been slowly closing up, and that's going to be a really problematic one. Because if Entrare were able to win the few rounds, right, they would have already won the match. They would have already moved on in the losers bracket, but that's not the case. Terminal Esports are going to be giving them the
The
run for their
timing.
money, and they oh yeah, the timing of it. Pixel will be getting the kill on the midnight. Radical finds the kill on his Starboy with a shock dart, and Phoenix will be getting the kill onto Max. What an amazing back-to-back kills we have been seeing here, and Entrare has lost 2 men. They will be, and Pixel will be evening things up with the kill onto Phoenix. It's a 3v3, and the HP advantage lies into the favor of the defending team as of now. The attacking team as of now. My apologies, and let's see what's going to be happening.
And Obna is going to be still playing flank hold while the spike is actually dropped. The spike gets retrieved. The Viper flank coming in is going to be very, very vital. But Jayesh's flank is actually detected by Obna, and Obna is going to be holding up onto for Jayesh's push. While this is happening, the A side push has begun with the Viper and the Sova slowly entering A main.
Oh, yeah, so this is going to be a stalemate situation here. Both the team are going to be playing this really, really slow, because they know how important the match is. They know how important every round is, and TS is going to be making sure that he's going to be there on towards the side A when the plant is going down. But he's going to be met by the likes of 3 attackers. Will he be able to defend it? The plant goes down, and the plant is stopped. Unfortunately, it won't be stuck, and there is a spike initiating yet again. Will we be seeing it stick? And yes, it is going to be stuck, and the spike is planted. It's a 3v3 close plan. Pistol with third kill onto IDGAF. It's going to be 2 attackers left outside against the likes of 3 men. It's going to be just 2 just oh no, that's pretty unfortunate. Just 1 defender on side. That's KO. Will he be able to clutch things up? It's going to be a 2v1. It's going to be the Sova and the Chamber. Will he be able to get a kill on the Chamber? They're going to be swerving back and forth. He gets 1. Will he be able to get 2? He switches to his class. He goes for the pick on the left, goes for the pick on the right. But unfortunately, it's Wander on the opposite side. And Radical will be getting the kill on the Tease. This means that the economy is going to be crumbling down for Entrare yet again, which means that they have to make a gamble. Are they going to be making a gamble? I think they are making a gamble. Yes, they are. They have to get their hands into the assault rifles. They have to deny another round victory for Team Terminal Esports. Are we seeing a comeback? Are we seeing a comeback for Terminal Esports?
They were actually down 4 and 10. As far as I remember, they have won 4 continuous rounds, and that is a very huge feat for Team Terminal. And if they keep up this momentum, maybe the comeback will be a possibility.
Inevitable, yeah. The comeback is inevitable if this goes on. But let's see, Pixel is going to be going for the aggression yet again. And will he be able to get one? No, he doesn't. Radical punishes him for doing that yet again. But he had to do it, right? It's a desperate situation for Team Entrare. And Phoenix is going to be pushing towards Yellow Crate. Will he be able to find one? Will he be able to find the likes of Jayesh? Let's see what's going to be happening. The Viper wall goes up. There comes the engagement between Phoenix and the opponent and the defender. They won't be going for they won't be able to plan because of the Sage wall that was really well placed. But let's see, the plan will be going down. There comes the Viper smoke, there comes the Viper pit. That's going to be pretty disadvantageous for the store, but the spike goes down whatsoever. It's a 5v4. This is going to be chaotic for the defending team. They have to take control of the side. They have to go for the spike defuse. Let's see what's going to happen. The Owl drone gets shot down by Phoenix.
This is the same situation that they were in like 3 rounds before with pistols. They were trying to retake the same site and they almost had it, but there comes the shots from Thiest, and Thiest is not going to be. Max is going to be landing one, Thiest is going to be getting one, Jace is going to be one, and that is a complete turnaround in this game. And there is the kill on the Starboy. It is just waiting for the Viper Piff to get moved on so they can go for the defuse. And there is Jayesh, who's going to be taken down by the Viper Pit any second, or maybe not, on 25 HP. He is going to be completely defending the game, and they are not going to be letting them get the 5th round.
No, you see, this is the advantage of taking a gamble, right? Because Entrare had to take the gamble, and they took the gamble, and it paid into their favor. And the timeout is being called by Team Terminal Esports. What a close game that we are witnessing. This is going to be a really good and really interesting match to catch on. I hope you guys are really having a good time watching these two teams clashing against each other. They are not going to be leaving any opportunity for the other one to have it and to have an easy go at the tournament, because they both know how important to lose his bracket matches, because if they lose it, they get eliminated, right? So Entrare, with such a necessary win and they needed such a desperate win, they were able to get it with the help of Taste and Pixel. What an amazing round that was. Jace was also there for his team. He stepped up. Unfortunately, it's Mags for it's IDGAF and Mags. For both of these teams, they haven't stepped up much of their game. Unfortunately, I think IDGAF has had a really bad situation right now because he just had managed to get 4 kills. But unfortunately, let's see if he is able to turn things up after the timeout has been initiated, because the timeout is also like something which will be able to stop the momentum of the opponent, right? Because there is going to be a pause, which means that the momentum is going to be affected a little bit, not so much. But yeah, let's see who is going to be like if team Terminal Esports will be able to taste the victory or taste the advantage of the timeout, or if it's going to be falling on towards the side of Entrare. If Entrare gets the round victory, it means that it's going to be a match point. That's going to be the pressure on for team Terminal Esports.
So I'll be very honest with you here. The retake in the last round was very, very impressive coming in from Team Entrare, and Pixel is going to be playing very aggressive yet again. And there comes the flash, and Pixel is going to go for a few shots, and Pixel is going to be escaping back because she doesn't really want anything from that. And there is the multiple slowdown, the Viper and the Jet going to slowly hold up on it. Pixel waiting for yet another aggressive peak, but will Pixel be able to get one, or Phoenix go on top of this gunfight?
Yeah, let's see what's going to be happening. Pixel is going to be going for the gamble yet again. If he goes for the shoulder pick, he will be taken down by Phoenix. And yes, he does. He goes down. Phoenix is going to be punishing Pixel every round for going for such an aggravated assault. But let's see, there comes the owl drone of the Sova. He's going to inspect the side. He's going to be collecting the information. But unfortunately, I don't think that he is going to be getting information whatsoever. There comes the information dot for him this time around. And he knows for the fact that there is someone who is holding yellow crates. And he's going to get pushed out by the shotgun. Starboy is going to be going for the revive on Pixel. Open up with a kill on Max. Thieves will be getting a kill on Radical. Will be finding the second one. Yes, he does. With the amazing flick on Pixel. On the Phoenix, my apologies, IGF will be getting the kill on the Thieves. It's going to be a 3v3. Midnight will be getting the revive, the crucial revive, which means that it's going to be a 4v3. Now, we saw 2 revives in this round, and yeah, as of now, the numbers advantage is with the attacking team. The Sage Wall has gone up, but unfortunately, the Spy will be initiated and it will be stuck. Obenoy will be moving towards the Viper Wall, which he knows for a fact that won't be able to cause him much damage because the spike is being planted in an opposite side. And
Obenoy playing it very, very sneaky, coming right behind the Viper. He's going to be getting control of Kitchen any second now, and they are not going to be expecting that. And there comes the Sova ultimate, and the Sova ultimate is not going to be fighting anyone. Midnight getting refragged immediately by Pixel. It's a 2v2 situation with Obenoy, who's going to be slowly rotating back, and there is going to be the defuse, but Obenoy is going to be getting both the players 1 and 2. As I was saying, Obenoy was in a very good position for this round to be falling on in the hands of Team Terminal.
I have a really bad feeling that we are into a 50-round game.
So I gotta say something. So ENT knows that Pixel is their best gunner, and we also agree to it completely, don't we? But
yeah, I do.
The problem is he is a bit too aggressive, and that has cost them a lot of rounds in the past, and him doing it again will maybe affect their gameplay or maybe even push them out of this tournament.
Yeah, that is completely true. I mean, if they had a man like Pixel, right, that such caliber in their team, in a post-plan situation, that would have been really helpful instead of just throwing him out in the first initial few seconds and losing his likes towards Phoenix, who always manages to catch him off guard. That's pretty
Though he was revived last round, he wasn't able to do anything because Obenoy's positioning in the previous round, just waiting inside the Viper pit and slowly pushing behind him and getting control of Kitchen, was very, very beautiful. That is something what a true lurker will be doing, and 2 people holding up onto flank waiting for Pixel to actually peek. Pixel is actually holding up onto mid. Maybe this time he won't be caught because the attackers are going to be pushing up onto B side.
Yeah, it's completely true. Thieves is going to be having a frenzy that's pretty disadvantageous for him, as Phoenix is going to be going for the shoulder picks with the Vandal. He's going for any information, but Thieves is going to be sneakily holding his position on the default plan. But let's see what's going to happen. The Viper Wall calls up. All 10 members are going to be staying up. And are we going to be seeing a last 20-second push that is going to be executed by Team Terminal Esports? I think that is going to be what's going to be happening. Thieves with the frenzy. Oh yeah, and Thieves will be getting the kill on Obenoy, and Max will be getting the kill on Radical. Midnight will be getting the kill back onto Max, and just like that, there is going to be a lot of bodies that is being dropped. The Viper's ultimate has been dropped, and is that going to be utilized properly by the attackers? 14 seconds remaining. They have to go for the spike. They have to go
Sage!
for the
No, you can't miss that!
Oh no, the spike planter has been killed, which means the spike won't go down. It's gonna be a 1v3. What a bad situation there that was for Terminal Esports. That's a thrifty round coming into the favor of Team Entrare, putting them on towards the match point. The pressure is on right now for Team Terminal Esports. What an amazing game it has been so far.
That is very unfortunate for the attackers. The Sage missing her wall actually cost them the round. She put up a hole in the wall, and that is where the other team was able to push through.
I really miss watching that show. Come to think about it,
Hole in the wall.
Yeah, the hole in the wall. Something that every day come out of school, come home from school. Something that I always like to binge on. But anyways, moving on. This is the match point. A really crucial round for Team Terminal Esports and for Team Entrare, because if Entrare wins this, they move forward and they eliminate Terminal Esports. If Terminal wins this, it means that they are 1 point away. They are not going to be slipping up their chances in their hands of losing the tournament. TS will be opening things up with a kill onto Open and moving on towards Nightwing.
What a kill coming in from East, and there comes the wall. Maybe the plant will be going down by Phoenix, but Phoenix is going to be slowed down, and he gets the kill. What a shot coming in, but he's going to be immediately refragged by Jayesh, and Radical gets a kill onto Pixel Max. With the kill onto Radical, it's a 2v3 situation. The attackers are struggling right here. They need a pick. And the information has been delivered. There is going to be 2 people caught right behind Yellow, and there comes the Dart. The Dart is also going to be detecting at least one, and Max slowly pushing up close, and Max is going to be taken down by IDGAF, and that is a 2v2 situation. The Team Terminal can still push this back, and we are seeing a rotate. And I think Jayesh and Teast are going to be detecting this, and they're going to be slowly moving towards the side of A.
And that is completely true. So they have to make sure that the plant should be denied somehow, or they have to play the post plant in such a way that they will be able to take back control of the side. There goes the Viper pit onto the entry. And I think the spike is going to go down in any second now. And yeah, Midnight is going to go for the stick. Jayesh is going to go for this for the pre-fire on towards the nest. But unfortunately, the plant is not happening there, my son. But it's going to be a 2v2 of post plant. This is very nice. Midnight will be getting the kill on the Thieves, but Thieves is going into the reboot stage, right? So if he is able to get him up, he will be back onto his feet. But unfortunately, he is going to get rested up. But Midnight is going to be detecting it. He's going to be pushing. Jayesh will be getting a kill on the Midnight. But Jayesh has to take down Viper, and he has to take the diffuser down. It's going to be really close call. He has to go for at least half here, and I think he's going to be sticking until they have. Is he?
Well played by Thomas.
Well played, my man. And he's going to be denying Jayesh for any win, which means that they still have an opportunity to come back in this match. A match point still. We are still at a match point, and both of these teams are giving their best, their absolute best. And I think it is a desperate round for Entrare. And you know what? Guys? If Entrare manage to lose this round, that's going to be pretty bad for them, isn't it?
Yeah, it's going to be hitting their economy as well. Even though there is 7,000 on Pixel's hand, he's going to be spending it all on his teammates, and they are going to be pushing their economy to the line. They need to win this round. They need to get this round. If not, it's going to go into. I mean, I repeated myself there. It's going to go into an overtime.
Yeah, that is completely true. And I mean, the people who are watching the match will be hoping, not opening. We'll be hoping for a match point. But let's see if the overtime is going to be going. Felix is going to be losing a lot of his HP, but he gets healed by his Sage. So there are still all 5 men standing in on for both of these teams. But let's see what's going to be happening. A minute 10 seconds that's left on the clock. Pretty crucial for the attackers to win this round. And Phoenix, I think, is going to get taken down by Starboy. What an amazing kill. The Spectre of Starboy will be taking him down. Pixel with a kill of his own onto Midnight. IDGF will be taking the refrag onto Pixel. There comes the Sage, but unfortunately the timing for him. Starboy will be getting the kill onto IDGF. It's a 2v4. Radical finds 2 onto Starboy and onto Thieves. It's going to be a 2v2. What is happening? This match is so amazing. Back-to-back refrags, back-to-back clutches, back-to-back plays, and I'm literally tripping right now.
Max is in the perfect position to actually deny them, but he's not going to be able to. And while Max is holding on from one side, it's going to be the Viper who's going to be holding on from the other side. They are going to go for a safe plant behind the side, and there comes the kill from Jayesh. What a kill from Jayesh, 12 HP onto Jayesh, and he's not even going to be able to plant right now. With this happening, Max is actually slowly pushing up onto Kitchen, and he's not going to be able to find, and Max gets sound off open. Max is going to be beating him, and that is the end of the game.
That's the end of the game, finally. Very unfortunate for Terminal Esports, who put up a really good fight, who almost had a comeback. But unfortunately, Entrare closes the curtains for Team Terminal Esports, who get eliminated Really sorry, guys. You guys put up the best you can, the absolute best, but unfortunately, Entrare was the better team. But yeah, that's the end of the second match, and we're gonna be having two more matches, and that's gonna be winners bracket, right? So that's gonna be interesting because they do have an opportunity. They do have a second chance. So let's see how the next two matches are gonna be going. So it was amazing. The match was really good. I really loved it. Both of these teams deserve so yeah, whatever. I'm out of my words because the match was really nice and I'm flabbergasted. Anyways, Pixel, my man, 28 kills, really nice for his team. And even Phoenix was a really good player that we witnessed in this matchup. Really well played. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We have two more matches, so make sure that you guys stay tuned to be back.
Into pieces I fall when I collect myself. You better run like hell. Stuck in the flames of my soul. And when I'm out of my cell, you better pray for help. Welcome to my evolution. Leveling up, leveling up. Welcome to my evolution. Leveling up, leveling up. Chosen to follow the call. My soul is breaking free. You awaken me. Stolen my time to move on, but now I can see seizing destiny. Welcome to my evolution. Leveling up, leveling up. Welcome to my evolution. Leveling up, leveling up. My evolution. I found a picture we took many years ago. When I said to you we would never grow old. Messages I've saved that I never send, 'cause I don't know you, but I used to back then. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here after all this time.
after all this time. I remember that I was drunk out my mind when we kissed for the first time. In the back of your car, we passed out counting stars. Promised all these years we'd pack our things and disappear. I never thought I would see you here. Try to replace you with somebody out there.
If I didn't chase you, would you even care?
And if I lost my mind, would you come around? I will keep you safe and sound after all this time. Denim jeans, broken dreams in my pocket. Golden thing round my neck like a locket. Carve your name in my mind, 'cause you caught it. You caught it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Me under the street light at the young, so I could show you. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you're glowing. Me under the mezzanine, just so that I could show you. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. Golden. When we meet, hold my hand in the darkness. Summer heat, bodies laid on the carpet. Eye to eye, glistening, no, I saw it. I saw it. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you know it. Me under the street light at the young, so I could show you. You're golden, golden. Honestly, you're glowing. Me under the mezzanine, just so that I could show you. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. You're golden. Hey, you're golden. Golden.
Lost in a city, still so far from home. I've searched for you all my life. Cast out like a shadow, racing towards the light. I pray to see you one more time. Watch me fall apart. I've always loved you more than you know. Father, don't you let me go. City nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night. I need your love, I need your light. Like city nights and satellites. When I'm old and losing sight, carry me home all through the night.
We've lost track of time, don't know how to feel, but I'm not sorry. I'm lost in your eyes, are you even real? But don't you worry, I'm not looking for the one. No, I just wanna have some fun. So let's get drunk tonight, 'cause fuck how we feel. But for now, I won't give it all away, 'cause I don't think I'll stay. No, I can't be the only one who doesn't wanna fall in love. Doesn't wanna fall in love. Doesn't wanna fall in love. Doesn't wanna feel. Doesn't wanna fall in love. May not see eye to eye, but we can be chill for just this moment. So turn out the lights and let's make a deal to just enjoy it. I'm not
I've been getting out of bed these past few days. Think it's fair to be proud about it. I've quit ordering from all those fast food chains. I'm feeling better, there's no doubt about it. And my days are brighter, my shoulders are so much lighter. Just for a moment there, I thought that there was nothing more to life. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Mind if I be real for a minute? It's almost like everything I feel had a limit. It now gone past. Finding reasons to smile and to laugh, and whenever it's a bad day, music is my band-aid. Here the other day I turned off all the lights. Spent an hour with my memories, and then I realized it's not all black and white. Like I was colorblind but mentally, yeah. Now my days are brighter, just no longer feeling tight. I don't wear my PJs every day, cause I would rather be on site. I thought about it, wrote a couple songs about it. Just for a moment there, I lost myself. Whenever it's a bad day, music is my band.
Money I be making, I'ma burn them, I'ma murk them. And if they playing with this fire, I'ma burn them. Murder, it's a murder. Disrespect this time I spark it, I'ma burn them. And I'll be searching, I'll be lurking, I'ma hurt them. And all these bridges that I'm building, I'ma burn them. Burn them, burn them. All this money I be making, I'ma burn them. Burn them. Smoke it up. Burn them. Whopping niggas bucket, I'ma serve them. Spinning on a block with a mop, I disturb them. I never killed a nigga, but I'm ready to spit a hollow right on a person. And the curse, I'm about to merge on a nigga's turf. I'ma let a nigga burn, burn, let him burn. And these bitches better learn when I pull up, I'ma burst. Make a nigga see stars spinning, leave him on a curb. Burn him, burn him. All this money I be making, I'ma burn him. Burn him.
Yeah, I've been running and running to keep it 100. It's all that I wanted, but lately I don't get the stomach. The higher the summit, the harder the plummet. They know me all over this planet. I'm just a man and I can't understand it. Proud that I win and I did it myself. Probably wouldn't if I got the help. Hearing subliminals all on myself. Feel like I'm breaking, I'm falling to hell. Told me I'm sick and I tell her, oh well. Rather be dead than to know that I failed. Live for the chase, life is a race. I'm out of space, so me get on my face. I got a taste, well the whole plate. Finna get laced if you step out of place. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talk and your team blitz.
Welcome to the first upper bracket match for today. It's going to be Team NBD against Cosmo 5, and we have seen both these teams steamroll through their opponents in previous matches. And moving forward to the map and the agent selection is going to be rocky.
Yeah, welcome back, guys. So this is going to be the winners bracket, the first winners bracket match of today. As correctly told by Nightwing, it's going to be played in NBD and Cosmo 5, who steamrolled their opponents in the previous ones, and they are here in the winners bracket. And whoever loses will be going towards making the way towards the losers bracket. But whatsoever, so we as far as the attacking team is concerned, which is NBD, they're going to be going for a breach, a jet, a sova, and an omen. I think it's a pretty common lineup. They have flashes, they have smokes, they have the ability to enter site, they have information, and they also have the presence of chamber, which is going to be very crucial. On the other side of the spectrum, the KO is going to be a vital influencer for his team. So again, for the information, omen for the smokes, and there is going to be jet. Four operators out of the 5 are going to be common for both of these teams. It's just the breach and the KO is going to be different. Both of them playing the same role, but it's just that 2 different operators who have 2 different methods of operandi, I should say. And yeah, let's see how this map is going to be played. Ascent is one of my most favorite maps in that Valorant has to offer. It's a pretty standard map, and it can go either ways. It is, I think it's like, a neutral map where you can, if your strategy is good, you can attack good. And if you can, if you have proper defenses, you can defend your side pretty easily. It's all up to the fact that how the mid is properly used, and taking control of mid is very crucial for both of these teams. They have to make sure that the attackers don't take control of it easily, and they have to make sure that the defenders don't take it as a stronghold too. So yeah, it's going to be again, it's going to be NBD and Cosmo 5, and the players to look at on both of these teams are going to be one of the players is going to be Vortex God. We could see that he was the crucial point of sending Team Suiiii back home into the lowest bracket in the previous matchup in Icebox. He's like, his aim is really nice, and he has like really good crispy headshot. He lines up pretty good headshots, and he's going to be on the jet. He's going to be on the duelist. So I think we are going to be seeing a lot of top ranking potential.
On the other side, we have to really watch out for Suiiii playing on Omen, and his Omen players have proven to be very, very effective in the previous match, and he's one of my favorite players this tournament. And moving forward, 5 seconds, and we are going to see a complete A push with multiple breach and utility coming in immediately.
Yeah, that is completely true. So let's see. Yeah, we are going to be beginning, and there comes the concussion, and unfortunately the site is going to get flushed and flooded with the attackers. There is a lot of locations that's going to be revealed. There is the Harry Potter engagement. Slaxon will be getting a kill on the White Patch. Megatron will be getting a kill, and Reggie next on 2 kills on the Slaxon and Chanakya. And Roll Up will be getting a kill on the Logan, and just like that, the attackers are at an amazing advantage. It's all up to Vortex God now. Will he be able to clutch this up and go for a diffuse? Love over hate, my man, you're correct. And yeah, Vortex God has to kill 3 members of the attacking team, and he has to go for the defuse. But unfortunately, Roll Up, who was staying in Harry Potter, will be making sure that Vortex God sees the end of the light. So yeah, that's it. The first round ended up pretty quickly, and it's NBD who's going to be coming out on top of it.
That was very good round coming in from the attackers. Immediate use of all utilities and clearing out corners and going in for a very hard push. That wasn't something that team Cosmo 5 expected, and well played by Rollup, also flanking up from mid and coming to Pizza and getting the last kill onto Vortex God.
And that is completely true. Vortex and his team weren't able to do much of a damage in the first round, which means that the attacking team will be having the advantage, the economy advantage, to a third automatic submission, because there goes Chamber making his way into the side. Logan will be getting the kill on the roll up. Eyepatch will be finding Terminator. Megatron will be finding Logan on the second one under Slaxon. Just like that, the defenders have lost their numbers. It's 3 men down, and this time it's gonna be 2 men who's gonna be going on the flank, led by Vortex God. But there is one who's gonna be watching the flank. That's Suiiii. Suiiii is a really good player. He dashes away from danger. There's gonna be Chanakya and Vortex God, who's going to be contesting Suicide for the control of the entry. And he's going to get flashed. Chanakya is still waiting, and they have to make sure that they go take control of the side. There is another man, Reginex, who's going to come into the aid of Suicide. And will he be able to find the kill on towards... unfortunately, Suicide will be there to get the kill onto Chanakya. It's all up to Vortex God. Yet again, an eye patch will be getting a kill on the Vortex God. The Jet coming out on top of the counter Jet. The second round being comfortably won by Team NBD.
Well played by the team, and they did lose one Spectre, but I think that's completely all right. As we move forward, we are going to be seeing assault rifles coming into play for Cosmo, while on the other side, it's just going to be a roll up who's going to be upgrading his gun, even though it is going to be their bonus round. And yet again, but this time we are going to be seeing not a very hard push. We are seeing a split push coming in with the chamber slowly lurking up onto A side with the spike. And there comes the half smoke. Logan's half smoke is going to be denying entry for pretty much at least 10 to 15 seconds because he has another smoke in his arsenal. While A is only being held by Logan, it is not something the attackers do know. If they plan to completely rush through A, it can be their round immediately. There are 3 people standing right outside A and 2 in midnight. What a shot coming from Vortex. That's the first kill of the round, which will be roll up the guy with the Vandal who's going to be taken down on Suicide, slowly coming inside of the smoke, who's going to try and peek up onto Terminator any second now. There comes a flash on Oneshot, and they are going to be pushing. What a flash coming in from Logan.
Ooh.
Flashing all 3 people who are trying to push on Oneshot.
Oh yeah, that was pretty much an impressive blind that was taken by the Omen. They're blinding 3 members of the attackers. That should be pretty impressive. The Jet has lost a really large chunk of his HP. Suicide with the current slacks, and Terminator finds one onto Suicide, an immediate refract. And just like that, the attackers are at an HP disadvantage and at a numbers disadvantage. It's a 3v4. The defenders have to up their game. Megatron will be getting the kill onto Terminator. It's going to be a 3v3, but still the Jet has a really low HP. Logan will be finding Megatron. It's going to be a 2v3. It's going to be a really bad situation for the attacking team. That's NBD. As Chanakya will be getting the kill onto Eyepatch. It's all up to Reginex, who has the spike. He has to take control of the side, go for the plan. And yeah, I think... I'm not pretty sure if he has some connectivity issue because he doesn't seem to move much, or if he is doing that like wanted. Yeah, he has disconnected, so that is gonna be a technical difficulty for his side. So yeah, so there is going to be a pause that is going to be initiated the next round because the player has disconnected, and we're going to be waiting until he comes back. So that was pretty unfortunate for Team NBD. If unless he didn't, I mean even if he was in his position that he didn't get disconnected, going up against the likes of 3 defenders would have been difficult, but still there is a chance. There is a possibility that he could have clutched it up, but no chances for it because unfortunately he had to disconnect. Oh yeah, I think, and he is back, and so we will be resuming with the match, and this is going to be the 4th round, and the previous one was won by Cosmo 5, but as we could see that since NBD won the first 2 rounds, it means that they will be able to get their hands into their assault rifles. Oh no, we are not going to be ensuing with the match just yet. We are still waiting on the pause. Yeah, a few more seconds before the round starts up, and the winner. So this is the winners brackets, right? So we are not in the losers bracket anymore. The next 2 matches, the next match and this one is going to be winners bracket, which means that they still have an opportunity. Even if they lose this one, they will be moving towards into the losers bracket, where they will be having a chance at redemption. But it's better that you don't lose, right? And which team wants to lose? Everyone wants to win, and this is a tournament which is like a really good one to win. And it's going to be really advantageous if you stay in the winners bracket till the last second. So yeah, see if Reginex will be back any second now. Yeah, I think he has reconnected, and I think the reset timer will be initiated in quite some time.
Reginex, though reconnected, I don't think he's completely back into the game. They're still waiting on him. Maybe once he starts moving, they'll be resuming the game. And it's 1-2 with Team NBD Bulls that is going to be leading for now. And that is the 2 pistol rounds that they have won. So how do you think this game is going to turn out? Any predictions?
I actually have no idea because by the looks of it, both by the way that we saw both of these teams play in their winners bracket matches, right? I should say that it was pretty impressive, and it seems like as if both of the teams have a potential. And yeah, I think Reginex is back. Welcome back, my dude. So yeah, we would be ensuing with the game any second now. And back to your question, I think there is a possibility for Cosmo 5 to come on top of it if Vortex God is able to find his rhythm and if his teammate are able to support him properly. But again, I would say the odds are just 50-50 because NBD, with the help of Suicide, who is an amazing controller, should be having an opportunity too.
Go forward. It's going to be a split push yet again with the shock dart slightly damaging, or maybe not. There was a reaction from Megatron, but there was no damage taken by him. That is very weird to look at. And the split push is going to be continuing with Omen holding out to the spike. And we can see Vortex God slowly pushing up onto A main. That's going to be a Jet versus Jet fight here. And who's going to be the one winning? And it's going to be Vortex God. There is the second fight, and this is going to be the flash, which is going to be missing completely. And there is Vortex God with the second kill onto Reginex. It's a 5v3 situation, and there is the kill on to. Oh my god, Rollup's going to be taken out as well. That's a 5v2 situation with Vortex God on 3 kills already.
Yeah, I mean, if Vortex God starts to pop off, then that's going to be bad news for the other opponent teammates. They have to make sure that they shut him down ASAP, and if they give an opportunity for him to pop off like that, then that's going to be hitting hard into their faces. Megatron is going to shut him down because he had his knives out. That was a pretty much disadvantageous position for him at that time, but unfortunately for him, he goes down. But still, they are at a numbers disadvantage. It's a 2v4. Suicide will be taken down by Chanakya, who does an amazing swing, and Chanakya with a classic headshot onto Megatron will be making sure that this round will be falling into the hands of Cosmo 5. It's a 2-2, and after a long time, I think we are seeing a scores even.
Yeah, that was very well played by Vortex God as well as Team Cosmo. He had the first 3 picks that gave them the opening, and we are going to be seeing a save round coming in from NBD, and they are going to be on a gun disadvantage.
Vortex God has equipped an operator. Is that going to be a bad news for NBD?
Yeah, we can let's just watch. But Chanakya has also been playing very well, and there comes the first peek onto tiles, and the smoke has denied any peek right there. And there comes Terminator. He's ready with the flash. He's going to hear anything. He's going to flash, and he's going to peek it. And there is the flash, and there is the peek. Double flash coming in. He's going to be. Reginex is actually going to be the one who's going to be winning that fight. That is very unfortunate. And there is Chanakya with the kill onto Rolla with the 4v4 situation, with Logan slowly holding up onto this smoke, and he's going to be. Oh, Logan goes for a triple!
Logan.
And that's every player in mid that's going to be taken on. The last player who's going to be holding up close to Fountain is also going to be meeting Logan, and Logan is going to be taken on Megatron with the shot onto Logan. And there is the kill from Vortex God. That is going to be finishing up things for this
end
round.
of NBD. Yeah, I mean, what an amazing kill by Logan on the mid. He makes sure to kill 3 attackers, and that initially, instantly changed the momentum into the favor of Cosmo 5. Very well played there by Logan. Kudos to you, my man. And yeah, this is going to be a round which is going to fall into the hands of Team Cosmo 5. Well played. So we are going forward with the 6th round. A 3-2 score as of now. Not that much of an advantage, I should say, for Team Cosmo 5. What Vortex God and his team seem to have found the lost momentum that they didn't have in the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, as we can see, the attackers are going to be pushing up onto A side yet again. There comes the half smoke. The half smoke's not really going to be used, and they are already pushing up close. And the information has been given, and that there is nobody inside the side. The operator is going to be peeking in 3, 2, 1. He's not going to be meeting anyone, and there comes the operator shot. That's not going to be landing on anyone. Suiiii is going to be closing up the door, and that is the plan. And Logan has actually disconnected in the middle of the round. That is very unfortunate. That's a 5v4 situation basically, because Logan is holding up to his flash and not being able to push it. And that is the post plant with 5v4. Megatron slowly going back for his lineup, and we can see that Logan has reconnected with the flash in his hand, and he is back. It's a 5v5 situation yet again. There goes the teleporter, and Chanakya is going to be trying to find the first pick, and maybe not. He's not going to be getting. There's the flash from the breach, which is going to be denying at least few people. Oh, the breach is actually pushing it without actually thinking about it. It's a 3v4 situation, and there comes the last man alive for team, and it is going to be Chanakya who's going to be getting the kill. It's a 1v1 situation. There comes the dart, and the dart is going to be detecting Chanakya. Chanakya is going to be hiding, and he is not really going to be. And there comes the shot from Megatron, ending the round 3-3. This is going to be such a good match and such a close match for us.
Yeah, exactly like I said, both of these teams have the potential, right? And they are proving it to us that neither of one of these teams are going to be letting the other one go easily without a fight. And what happened in the previous round was just so much chaos. We saw Logan disconnect, and then we saw him reconnect all of a sudden, and then Breach popping off with his ultimate. We saw 3K. I mean, it was so eventful, and it was all happening in one particular side of the map, which was like too much to process. But yeah, it is what it is, and it's a 3-3,
Let's
and we are
play.
seeing a lot of ultimate abilities that has been engaged already. Chamber with his one already in his hand, Jet has taken our knives out. So let's see, Megatron is going to be popping off his Ultron. He has to check Harry Potter this time. I don't think he has the information of someone holding Harry Potter yet. Yeah, they shouldn't make the mistake yet again. Vortex got it. The kill
Oh,
on the
what a
Reginex. He will be getting the
play!
kill on to roll up. The ultimate ability of the Chamber has been ready to use this. Vortex will be able to get this one too. If he could, that's going to be amazing. Suicide with the 2K of his own. Logan will be getting the reflag on a Suicide, which puts Terminator, unfortunately, won't be able to revive. Patch will be taking the kill on the Chanakya. Patch will be finding a second one on the Vortex, but unfortunately, it's going to be Slackson. That's going to be anything's up for Patch. It's a 4-3. What a back-to-back game that we are going to be witnessing, guys.
That was very good play coming in from Vortex, so pushing up onto Catwalk and actually trying to get the first pick. But after the first pick, I think roll up was the Chamber. Yeah, roll up actually missing the shot onto Vortex might mostly have cost them that round. But at the end of the day, the round is over. We are moving forward to the next round, and as we can see, it is a save round coming in for NBD yet again.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. So NBD are going to be forced to play a save round, which means that Vortex God and his team have an opportunity to push them back and get the round advantage towards their favor. But let's see, I mean, a classic thrifty comeback can always be possible by any team in this tournament. Chanakya will be opening things up with a kill on to Megatron. That means one of the crucial information agent for the attackers have gone down. Logan is second one to
Oh
roll up
my
with the third
god,
one, and there's
Logan!
a fourth one onto iPads. Logan, will he be able to get the ace? It's Suicide who is remaining on the clock, but Terminator will be ending the things for Suicide. I mean, for Suicide, stealing the ace from Logan. But you know what? Logan seems to be a really good support player that Vortex needed. Like I exactly said, if Vortex had a really good support, then they have a really good chance of winning this game, and that is exactly panning out to be true because Vortex and Logan are the two-pronged approach that Cosmo 5 can rely on.
I really think Chanakya is doing his part as well. Though Terminator and Slaxon might be low on kills, they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. They're giving out the flashes, they're giving out information. I won't really blame them for having less kills. It is a team game anyway. This is not a 1v1 situation. There is going to be what is not peeking up onto A side again. He gets detected and he is going to be pushed back.
Yeah, I mean, that was a very good evade by Vortex God there. A little bit of a slip up, then it could have claimed his life. Regirex is not going to be opening things up. It's going to be roll up. And Regirex is going to be finding the kill onto Logan. So the two top fraggers of Cosmo 5 are taken off the board. And I think it's going to be a 5v3 situation. Comfortable enough for the attackers to take control of the side, go for the post plan, and making sure that the plan goes down. There comes the flash. But however, I don't know how miraculously iPatch stayed alive. And he's going to be taking the kill onto Slacks. And roll up will be finding Chanakya. And
I'm
it's all up
still
to
very
the
confused
likes of
how
Terminator,
iPad.
and that's going to be a flawless. I'm still confused how iPad wasn't killed. Yeah, I still don't understand how iPad was left alive, but that's going to be a flawless round coming in for Team NBD. And yeah, buckle up, guys. I think this is going to be a long game, so make sure to have your snacks by your hand. Wish us good luck for our casters because we shouldn't faint in between the castings.
Yeah, that was a
Anyways,
very good round coming in from NBD. NBD knew what they were doing exactly. Coming in start from the first round, it was Roll Up who was able to get the entry, and immediately Reginex was able to take down Logan as well. And giving up the A side was a huge mistake, and that is what had proven wrong for them. And there is the KO knife, which is going to be denying entry for now, and the Molly has also been taken out. The operator is going to be holding A main, and he is not going to be meeting anybody as of now.
yeah, that is completely true. So moving on towards the 10th round, it's going to be a stalemate situation for both of these teams. All the aggression is put on a hold. We saw a lot of aggression being pulled off by Vortex God and his team, but this time around, they want to play it calculatively because they know for a fact that if they lose this round, they're going to be taking a lot of kick into their economy. So they have to make sure that they come out on top of this. Vortex God will be holding things up with the operator. If he is able to get at least one kill or even maybe two kills, that's going to be pretty disadvantageous for the attacking team. And there comes the suppressing knife from the KO, which is going to be making the push a little bit slower. But yeah, they will be able to utilize their abilities any second now. And there goes the out drone of Suiiii. There goes the information. Vortex got the kill on to roll up. There comes the concussion. There comes the smoke. And Patch is already inside side. Patch will be getting the kill on to Terminator. It's a 4v4. The door goes down. And so does Logan. Patch will be getting the kill on to Logan. As after Suiiii cleans up Staxon, it's going to be a 2v4. It's all up to Vortex God now with one knife in his hand. Will be getting the headshot onto Megatron. What an amazing kill that was. He still has to make sure that he gets 2 more, but unfortunately Reginex with the kill on Vortex. Chanakya with the ability sniper will be getting the kill onto Reginex. It's a 1v2. The Omen is going to be using his ability almost instantaneously, making his way towards B side and going for the plant. Suiiii will be able to plant it, and Patch has to make his way almost quickly towards his teammate, because he's going to be left in a 1v1 situation. If he's going to be pushing him up from mid, then he's going to be pinched in a situation, but he's going to be taking the other route. He hears him coming from B, so he's going to be aiming this gun towards B entry, and he will be taking him down. Patch goes down with the headshot, and it's going to be the Vandal going up against the sniper who's going to be coming out on top of it. It will be the Omen, it will be the Chanakya. So let's see, and Chanakya will be coming out on top of it. What an amazing flick there with the 4K, no, the 3K. What an amazing clutch for Chanakya, for his team, making sure that Cosmo 5 don't give the round advantage to NBD.
What a round coming in from Chanakya. As I already said, Chanakya has been playing his role very, very well, and he has been able to clutch the 1v3 out, and that is the timeout called by NBD, because they definitely knew that this is not a round that they were supposed to lose. What do you think? Do you think they should have stuck plant in B side itself and just played a 2v1?
Yeah, I mean, as I said, since he had to go to the other side, right? He wasn't fast enough. He wasn't quick enough to come for his teammates' aid. And it was pretty easy because he was sprinting, right? And he was able to hear someone coming inside B. And so he had an operator in his hand. Well, what do you expect? The moment he shows his shoulder, he goes down.
But if I was Logan, sorry, not Logan, if I was Suiiii, I would have ulted, cancelled my ult, come back to B, plant with my teammate right by my side. And we were talking about Suiiii being very effective, but he has been shut down this whole game. He is going 4-8. He needs to step up right now, like how he did yesterday. iPatch has been doing a good job, but 10-8 with Megatron right behind him with 8-6. But on the other side, Vortex and Chanakya have 23 kills to their names together. And as we move forward, it's going to be a split push coming in from the attackers yet again, and the spike is in the hands of Suiiii.
And this time, if you notice the weapons that have been purchased by the team of Cosmo 5, it's not going to be a complete buy. We see a lot of mixes of judges, vandals, and the operator for Vortex God. And there is going to be a lot of creme de la creme play by Team Cosmo 5, but let's see, Vortex is going to be pushing up. He gets punished. He doesn't have the operator this time. My apologies for that. Roller will be cleaning up Vortex God. There comes the ultimate ability of Sova. The Hunter's Fury will be marking this opponent, but unfortunately won't be getting the kill as Omen teleports into safety. There comes iPatch. He has control. He gets blinded, but unfortunately Terminator will be taken down by Roll-Up after the refract. And it's a 4v3 situation. Roll-Up will be getting the kill on the Terminator too. Oh, he already did. My apologies. And so it's a 4v3, and Suiiii will be going for the plan. What an amazing Hunter's Fury. That was to deny the plan for just a second, but unfortunately they are going to be going back with it yet again. It's a 4v3. They have to make sure that Cosmo 5 don't get back the side control. Chanakya with the operator this time, hoping to get a few kills of his own. Megatron will be shutting down Staxon, making things up a little bit difficult for Cosmo to come out on top of it, because it's a 2v5. It's a 1v4 now, as Suiiii cleans up Logan, a necessary kill for him. And Chanakya, I think it is better for him to save his operator, and I think that's what he is going to do. And I think that is the round, and I think it's going to be falling into the hands of Team NBD, a 6-5. Are we going to be watching a 6-6, where the first time in the tournament we are going to be watching the half time going in a favor of a 6-6 advantage? So let's see what's going to happen.
And that is going to be the end of the round. Good round coming in from NBD. Very well played. Good post plant. They were able to take down people. Though Chanakya still has the operator in his hand, it is completely alright because they have the round in the bag. And as we can see, Team Cosmo is actually going to go in for some light buys because they don't really have much cash. And we can see Logan, Terminator and Vortex not really having assault rifles in their hands. Chanakya is going to be the only one with the operator, with Slaxon going in for the Vandal.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. So a save, I wouldn't say a half by, I mean, yeah, it is a half by round. So this is the last round of the first half too.
Oh, Chanakya.
So Chanakya opened things up with the kill and roll up. The second To eye patch, what is happening? And there comes the ability of Breed that's going to be clearing the side, but unfortunately, the entry is going to be denied by KO's nades. So Megatron will be going for the information owl drone, and Reginex will be taking Terminator down after he goes down. Megatron loses his life. Chanakya with a third kill with the operator on the suicide, and Reginex will be taking the refrag on towards Chanakya, reclaiming the spike for his own and making his way towards B side. And they have to make sure that Reginex doesn't get any exit frags here. And unfortunate enough for him, Slaxin was there on top of his game with 150 HP. Will be shutting things down, and that is the end of the first half. A 7-5, a 2-point lead, which is not, a decisive lead, I would say, because if Team NBD managed to win the first pistol round of the second half, puts them on an advantage moving towards the second one, which means that they will be able to close the distance.
And it is very, very how do I say, it's completely fine that they were able to pick up 5 rounds on attack, though Ascent is not a defender sided map. For the amount of firepower that Cosmic 5 has, they were able to contain them to just 7 rounds on defense. And as we can see, it is going to be a tiles push coming in with everybody who's going to be peeking mid. I think it's a complete mid push coming in from Team Cosmo 5, and they are not going to be stopping anytime soon.
Yeah, let's just hope that NBD will be able to flip things around into their favor and make sure that the 2-point lead vanishes almost instantaneously. But we could see Slaxin and Terminate, and every one of the attackers are going to be positioned in mid as of now. And I'm pretty sure of what side is going to get dissected. I think it's going to be B side, because Logan is going to be making sure the wall goes down. Taking down the wall with the pistol should be one of the most infuriating things. Right? Chanakya, he has a cheeky angle. Will he be able to get a kill? Yes, he will be able to get a kill on the roll up. What an amazing kill by Chanakya. Well played, my man. Megatron will be getting the refrag on Chanakya. Vortex goes down. Terminator with a kill on Reginex. Logan with a kill onto Eyepatch. What an amazing back-to-back refrags and back-to-back kills that we've been seeing. Suicide, an amazing headshot onto Slaxin. And Terminator is going for the plan. It's a 2v2. Anything can go anywhere. The HP advantage is with Cosmo 5, however. But let's see what's going to happen. Logan is going to go for the smoke. That is going to be, making sure the Slaxin is going to be pushed a little bit further back towards safety. There comes the information. He goes for the spray, but unfortunately he won't be able to hit it through the wall. Megatron with the shot dart onto Terminator, and Terminator will be losing a lot of HP. He is almost at the brink of losing his life. Logan with the headshot onto Megatron. What an amazing kill for Logan. And it's a 2v1. It's still doable for the defending moment because he has the HP advantage. K was really low. Logan is also low. He's at 70 HP. But let's see what's going to be happening. But I don't think he has the time to go for the kill and for the defuse. Suicide will be getting a kill on the Terminator. And Logan at 9 HP. Will he be able to find him? No, Suicide at 3k. But whatsoever, Suicide has to go down because the diffuser was planted and there wasn't no time, and it goes off. Cosmo 5 coming out on top of it, and well played by Logan there. Very good effort, and yeah, they were able to get that one successfully.
I really think Megatron actually peeking while Suicide wasn't able to peek, gave up on that round. They should have pushed it in a better way, I would say, because Megatron already had reduced the HP of Terminator. He just had to wait for Suicide to push down while he's going to be peeking. He just gave them a 1v1 situation, and that is why the clutch was able to happen. And there is the team Cosmo, who's going to be entering immediately inside B side, and they have complete control of B already, and there is going to be no person inside the site of B. There's going to be multiple flags coming in, and that's going to be just one kill coming in for Team Cosmo, while NBD is actually going to be taking down 2 people. Megatron with the shot, he can't really do much. He's just waiting, and he is going to be pushing with Suicide and the others for a complete retake. And there comes a shot from NBD. The Vandal is actually playing its part. Vortex got on the kill onto Megatron 2v3 situation. Very, very easily retakeable for the defending team. But Vortex
I don't think
going for multiple kills, and Vortex goes
I don't think it is. I don't think it's going to be a retake for the defensive team, man. I mean, Vortex gone with a kill with a 4k, and he's going to be securing a Vandal of his own, which means that his eco is going to be on point. So very well played by Cosmo 5. A good effort, a valiant effort by NBD, but unfortunate enough for them, they weren't able to, counter the aggression of Tech Squad. But unfortunate enough, both the teams are giving their utmost effort. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen.
That was very unfortunate. Very good eco though coming in for Team NBD. They are going to be playing with the guns out right now, and Terminator is going to be the only one without a gun in Team Cosmic.
And all of a sudden, I think this is the highest lead that we have seen in this match so far, because both of these teams have been going pretty neck to neck. Logan goes for the shoulder pick, getting the kill onto Reginex. He taps the head of Reginex, goes for the TP inside the smoke, and he has taken Garden control. Logan will be making sure to slowly creep up his way towards the spawn. Terminator will be finding roll up. Logan is at a really good position here. He will be able to find the likes of Sova if he goes for the peak. But there is gonna be the counter Omen who's gonna be watching the angle for his team Megatron, and he's gonna be finding the neck of Logan any second now. And yeah, he does. Megatron with a kill on his Slaxon. It's a 3v3. All of a sudden, the polarity has been changed, but it's gonna be even things up. Eye patch it, the kill on Terminator.
Wow.
Megatron finds Chanakya, and it has fallen into the hands of Vortex to clutch it. Will it be able to do it? I don't think so, because Eye patch is at a role here. He won't be able to make sure that Vortex will be going with a clutch play just like that. He's going to be contesting his entry, and he's going for the shoulder pick. Yet again, he gets revealed. Vortex is completely vulnerable towards heaven. If Omen goes for the peak, he's totally he's going to be put in a real bad situation. And Eye patch coming out on top of it, proving in that particular instance that he's the better jet.
That was a very good round coming in from NBD. Very good recovery from what they had at the start. Even though Logan was able to creep up, he wasn't accounting for the agent that was right behind him while Suiiii took the kill onto him. And Megatron played it very safe inside B side. He did the peak Slaxon, and Slaxon was taken down. So in that round, the Omen actually killed the Omen, the Jet actually killed the other Jet, and the Sova actually killed the other Sova. Very unimportant information, but something that I needed to say. So NBD, I patch with the first kill onto that round, and that will be Chanakya down for the defenders. I mean, for the attackers.
Oh yeah, the attackers have lost one of their men, so that is very crucial. Vortex position has been given out, but I don't think there is any follow-up for that. And I think for a while he's going to be safe. Slaxon, meanwhile, is going to be positioning himself out just outside mid, and he's waiting for any push-outs coming in from NBD. As we could see, there are going to be two people from NBD who's waiting their way patiently on towards B entry. Making sure that they will be able to get one. Logan goes down the likes of Rolla. Megatron goes down, takes down Slaxon. Suiiii with the kill on Vortex Squad, and Megatron will be ending things up for Terminator. And just like that, the momentum is shifting back towards the favor of NBD.
Previous 2-round win for NBD, and very well played by them. Maybe this will turn around and push the scores back to level as we have been seeing it in the start. The 4-point lead has been reduced to 2. Yet again, they are catching up.
As I said, this is going to be a pretty neck-to-neck game between both of these teams, because each and every member of both of these teams have giving their utmost best to stay in the winners bracket to win this tournament. And like I already said, nobody wants to lose, right? And that is exactly the spirit of gameplay that both of these teams have, and they have been empowering. And here comes the Hunter's Fury. That's going to be missing Vortex Squad just by an inch. But yeah, 2 of his arrows are going to be going wasted, and none of it is going to be claiming anyone's life. There comes the updraft, and Vortex Squad won't be able to utilize it and getting a kill. There comes the smoke. Will he be able to take control of the site? And it goes down. The Chanakya goes down. Terminator goes down too. Vortex also goes down. And Logan will be taken down by Roll Up after he gets a kill onto Megatron. And it still puts the KO on a revive state, but Slaxon will be getting a kill onto Roll Up. It's a 2v4. As of now, it's going to be a 1v4, as Megatron is going to get the he's going to be confirming his kill on a Terminator, and it's all up to Slaxon to to clutch things up for his team. There comes the information that right outside the smoke, which was destroyed almost instantaneously, and Reginex, who went for the spray through the smoke, gets the kill off to Slaxon, because he knew where the projectile of the arrow came from, and he took the gamble, he took the shot, and there he was.
Very good round coming in from NBD. That's the 3rd continuous round for them, and this is actually putting Team Cosmo slightly on a disadvantage, because they might have to go for half buys, or maybe not. I'm apologies on that. The pause timer is on. Maybe they are going in for another timeout. They are going to decide on what they're going to be doing. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, there also might be some technical issues that is happening with the team, but whatsoever, looking up the weapon selection for Team Cosmo 5, it's going to be just Chanakya left alone with a pistol because he has already utilized his ability, right, which means that he has a sniper in his hand, so it doesn't make sense to go for a gun by. So that is what he's going to do, and the ready is being called up by Slaxon. So we are going to be going up with the match any second now, and this is pretty interesting. But Suicide is I've asked for a few more seconds here because they are not ready from their side. So 10 seconds on the clock. We are still on the pause. What do you think at this point? Which team is gonna come out on top of this game, Nightwing?
So this round has a very high potential of deciding the winner as well. But as
Yeah.
you always say, it's a first-person shooter, competitive shooter, and we don't really give out information and we don't really say that this team is 100% winning it because we have seen how both the teams have enough firepower, how both the teams are very strategically blessed. But this round that has a higher chance of deciding the winner, as according to me.
Okay, yeah, that is completely true. I adhere to that fact. But yeah, we are going to be resuming the match, and this round is going to be very crucial for both these teams because it's going to put it's if Cosmo 5 are going to be coming out on top of it, they're going to be having that 2 point 3 or sorry 2 point lead, and if the other team, which is my apologies on that one. They're going to be getting that. It's going to be scores level, so they need to be fighting that. And NBD has to make sure that they get this round into their favor. Slaxton is going to be making sure to look out for any push outs from Garden, and Chanakya with his aim train right outside the B side from the defenders. So let's see what's going to happen.
And this round is going to be played very slow because there has not been a single engagement and it's already down to 50 seconds. This is such a slow round. This is the slowest round in this game as of yet. And it is going to be two-man mid push while the defenders think it is going to be an A push. Three of them actually moving towards A side. While Megatron is going to be finding slacks in any second now, but he should also know that what it's got is waiting for him right there. Chanakya with the operator is going to be taking down the other operator. That's going to be the first pick of this game. Megatron getting the kill onto Slaxon and spraying bullets through the wall, not going to be getting anybody else. Eye patch with the first kill. Logan is going to be refragging Eye patch immediately. It's a 3v3 situation. The plant has not gone down yet, and it is just 15 seconds left.
Right, the plan has to go down. Terminator is going to be sticking it. It's going to be a 3v3 post-plan situation coming in. Chanakya is going to be deploying his anchors to make sure that he can teleport out of harm's way and almost instantaneously, maybe after taking a kill or two or after a whiff. So let's see what's going to happen. If Chanakya will be able to get at least one kill, he gets blinded. He immediately goes for the teleport, which that anchor point is very crucial for him. And Reginex will be getting the kill on the Terminator. Logan with a 3k on the Reginex. Suicide will be finding Logan, but Chanakya with the ability operator will be getting Suicide. And this round has fell into the hands of Cosmo 5, which means they do have an advantage because guess what? NBD's they will be forced to buy the guns, right? And if they supposedly they lose this round, guess what's going to happen next?
Economy disadvantage.
Exactly.
But just
Exactly.
think about it. Last round, Suicide almost clutched it. If not for the Chambers ultimate, he would have definitely hit that shot and it would have been a different story right now. But anyway, let's move forward. There is Chanakya holding up onto A main from a very beautiful angle. There comes the operator. Let's see that fight happen. And there is roll up slowly pushing up. This is happening. And that is Chanakya with the kill. What a cheeky angle and what a shot onto roll up. He didn't expect it in any of his life.
I mean, that was pretty unfortunate for the chamber there. The op goes down, and the first man for the defensive team also goes down, which means that they are going to be in a numbers disadvantage. The HP disadvantage is also on the OCS side. Reginex is going to be evening things up with the kill on Logan, but Chanakya punishing Reginex with the reflect. Megatron will be finding the likes of Slaxon. It's going to be a 3v3, and two members of the defensive team have their abilities, which means that they will be able to utilize them in the post plan. But whatsoever, Vortex God will be taking down Eye Patch, which means that it's all up to the Omen and the Sova. Megatron will be getting the kill onto Terminator. It's gonna be we are seeing back-to-back reflex and kills here for both of these teams. We're pretty unsure that any one of these teams will be having a decisive advantage. Chanakya will be going for the plan, and I think the plant is going to happen inside A. I think it happened inside. Oh no, it happened inside B. My apologies. And just like that, the defenders are going to be scurrying their way back. And as they were, Suicide will be taken down by Vertex Squad. And it's all up to the likes of Megatron. He has to clutch it. He has to clutch it no matter what. If he doesn't clutch it, the team is going to be facing a really bad economy disadvantage. Megatron is making his way towards the back of the side where the plant has happened. He has his aim trained on all the local angles, and Megatron will be getting the third K onto Vertex Squad. There
No,
goes the
he missed his
information, but
dart.
unfortunately he missed it. He doesn't have time. He has to go for the peak, and he's second now, and he goes for the peak. He will be getting Chanakya, but does he have the time?
Oh, that's very
Please
unfortunate.
tell me that he has the time. I'm not sure he has the time. That's very unfortunate for Megatron, my man. Really well played. A really good try. Valiant effort. 4K for you. But unfortunately, your team had to lose because you didn't have time on your favor. But yeah, the timeout has been called by NBD, a very crucial timeout, I would say. So what do you think is going to be happening from this point forward? I think NBD is going to be forcing their hand. They have to force their hand. They have to make sure that this round doesn't slip up.
This is going to the nail, and NBD, very unfortunate for Megatron on missing out the previous clutch, even though he was able to take everybody down. Chanakya played it very well, and he played it for time. He didn't go for the peaks, and in the end, his team won. So Chanakya is on top of that.
I mean, to be honest, I have to give all the kudos to Chanakya, who has upped this game in this particular matchup. He has proven to be a really good asset for his team with the amazing operator shots, with the amazing kills. His gameplay is on point. The way he stalled the plant, the defuse, that is the sole reason why. If he had gone for a premature peak, right, there would have been a possibility that Megatron would have able to clutch it. But yeah, he didn't give such an opportunity. So well played by Chanakya there. Take a bow, my man. But whatsoever, we are on route towards the next one. And yeah, let's see what's going to happen in the 19th round. Sorry, in the 20th round.
So as we can see, the attackers are yet again going to be splitting up. The Sova is going to be lurking somewhere close to mid top, while all the other 4 attackers are going to be standing right in front of B side. I think it's going to be an immediate B side push up that they were expecting of. There comes the flash, and the flash has been hit, and roll up is going to be pushing back. There comes the smoke, there comes the entry, and there is not going to be anybody who's getting detected. And there is the first kill for Reginex. Well played Reginex with 2, roll up with 1. That's 3 people already down. Roll up will be taken down by Logan, but they have been put in a 4v2 situation, and Logan is inside B side. Even though he's in a good position, it's not like he can achieve a multi-kill, because if he is getting pushed, it'll be very unfortunate. They do know there is somebody in B main, and he'll be taken down by Eyepatch, even though Slaxon was able to find Reginex. It's a 1v3 situation, very unfortunate. He will have to go for the kills. He will have to take down at least 1 before going in for the plant. There comes the dart. This would be a good time to push, and that's the first kill. And that is the teleport. He is going to be running away, and he might be peeked from behind. And he is going to slowly rotate to mid again. Well played. The timing, Logan has pushed inside Pizza, but they do know he is in Pizza, because there is no other way he can reach A side.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. It's all up to Logan there, who has to spike. He has to go for the plant any second now, but unfortunately he gets blinded, and he has to scurry his way back towards the side. But I don't know what he has in his mind. Yeah, this is not happening because he doesn't have.
Working out for Logan.
Yeah, that is pretty unfortunate, and I think he accepted it. I think he accepted the defeat, and he is going to be saving his gun. Very well played by Team NBD there, because if Cosmo 5 was able to take control of this round, it would have put them in a match point advantage, which is so much pressure for NBD to come out of it. And I think the gamble paid them off. They had to play their hand, and I think it was advantageous for them at the end of the day.
Yeah, Reginex actually popping out his ult, picking 2 kills, with roll-up picking up the 3rd was very, very important. Reginex played a huge role in that round win. And as we can see, we are moving forward to the 21st round, and we are going to either see Cosmo go in for the match point, or we can see NBD closing up on the round gap. Oh, actually, there's going to be a low buy coming in from the team of Cosmo. Cosmo's going to be the first. I mean, what is going to be the first one that's going to be taken out? That's already in patch with the first kill. They are going to be slowly pushing up onto A side, where 2 people, one's going to be Suicide, the other's going to be Roll Up, who's going to be waiting, and one of them is actually in a very good position. That's Wines. Suiiii will wait and go for the flash right after he takes down the that, and there comes the flash, and the flash is actually going to be taking two people down, and that is a kill for Terminator. Really, NBD was unable to take down one, and there comes Megatron's kill onto Slaxon. Immediate refrags 2v5, 2v3 situation. With a gun in hand, Logan has to step up his game for them to win this round. With two guns in the hand of Cosmo 5, they still have a high
an
chance
opportunity
of winning this
to,
one.
yeah, they have a high chance of making this because they have forced it into a post-plan situation, and as you said, they went for a low buy, right, which means that if they manage to win this round, their economy is going to be bolstered pretty high. Chanakya is going to get shot multiple times. There comes the shock dart, there comes the amazing shot onto his head. It's a 1v1. Logan has to take this down, and Logan takes Megatron down. What an
This
amazing
is not a
thrifty
round
win
you
coming
guys should
in for
have
Cosmo
lost.
5. This is not something NBD should have done. This is exactly not the round that NBD should have lost. And this is going to be turning things really bad into their favor. I mean, against their odds. I mean, what just happened?
What a game we have had with Megatron actually leading the whole of the scoreboard with 24 and 13. Man has been balling out the whole game. Very unfortunate that he wasn't able to land the shot that was very important for them to turn the game around. And this game might as well as be done because it is going to be low buys coming in for the attackers. I mean, the defenders and the attackers are going to be taking advantage of this. There is two men actually inside B side. This will be a very good gamble that will pay off because the side B is something that is being pushed. But Vortex is going to be taking one Terminator onto one. That is going to be the end of the two players inside the side, and Vortex is actually going to be helping Slaction take down the third because of the 2v5 situation. Might as well. This game ends up in a GG. And there comes the Molly, and there comes the kill from Vortex. The last player alive, Eyepatch, is going to be taken down, and that is Slaction
And that
onto
is
Eyepatch.
it. What an amazing game we had witnessed. Kudos to both of these teams to putting up their utmost effort. But at the end of the day, it was Cosmo 5 led by Chanakya and his team. You know, he was there for his team, and from the start, and Cosmo 5 were able to come out on top of it. Megatron, you can take a bow from him and whatsoever. You put a valiant effort for your team, but unfortunately, NBD weren't able to best Cosmo 5 in this particular matchup. You guys still have a chance at your redemption. Don't put your chins down. Move into the losers bracket and make sure you will be able to get your chance back at your opportunity at redemption. So we still have one more matchup in the winners bracket, guys. So it's going to be starting in like 5 to 10 minutes. So thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure that you still stay up because there is still one more matchup that's going to be pretty interesting too. And yeah, thank you so much for your support.
All I know is I was made for this, paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Get on sight like. Never really know when you're gonna go. Why you gotta put another foot in front of yours? Bury them toes, carry them close. I was never one to care about my mentos. I was like froze, now I'm on floor. Give me that smoke, but I can't get high. We do the most, here to inspire. Doing what I'm supposed, but I can't get tired. Run for your life every night. See in the dark, blind by the light. I got the spark, I got the pipes. All of my arts coming to life. Had to face my fears while I chase my peers, and I found my spot. About time that I found myself. I've been out here walking that walk. Like, first off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crush it. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. First off, you don't run nothing. All talking, your team bluffing. My squad, we all dream crush it. We ain't rushing, no discussion. All I know is I was made for this. Paid for this, yeah, slave for this. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like. Been down and I'ma get it right. Dead on sight like.
What goes up comes back down. What goes out comes around. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. Oh no. What goes up comes back down. What goes out comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. I don't wanna fix this. You already reckless. But what goes up comes back down. What goes out comes around. You're so dumb and reckless. You already reckless. What goes up comes back down, and your day will come around. And I don't wanna fix this. You already reckless for good.
One's a company, two's a crowd, three's a party coming, move around like the first rush when the school is out, when the booze is up, when the sun is down. Enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Slide a die, lay low, hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with this steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh, girl, your love for me keeps calling me, so I'm calling you. Lord, give me life to find. I long for your company. Oh, girl, your love for me is a part of me, my biology. Yeah, it won't be over till the fat lady sings. I owe you a trip, cause me and you, we got a thing. My sunshine state, hair curly like a string. Just a big ol' ooh, smile, that's about all you gotta bring. So enjoy the ride, got some pillows in the Chevy. Slide or die, lay low, hitting heavy. Take your time, let me know when you're ready. Couple months I've been messing with this steady. Open for plans tonight. Lost in the afterglow. Oh,
beat sound calling my name, and I feel angels around when I start to sing, and suddenly it feels like heaven's not so far away. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? And before too long, I found where I belong. I can hear it, I can hear it, oh, I can't stop the rush. Every note I touch, I can feel it saving me. Tell me, can you hear the symphony? Shine bright up all night, we're never slowing down. Fall in love, drunk mistakes, we're bound to hit the ground. Gotta keep this feeling, keep on breathing, even if we're slipping away. So I close my eyes and lose myself now, do it like it's only today. We got a party for a lifetime. No, we ain't stopping for the sunrise. And we don't care about the bad nights. And for a second I can feel like this. Make me feel like this.
Bot is going to be the only person with a half shield. I think he bought his utility last round.
Yeah, that's completely true. So that is a pretty nice looking knife over there. And yeah, I mean, moving forward, let's see what's going to happen. If the pause will be ending up pretty soon, both of these teams are eager to get the match started. They are like literally exclaiming and screaming in their minds, like, start the game already, which is like a famous taunt in one of the other games, which is Age of Empires 2, which I love playing, by the way. An amazing game. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. And the 2 rounds being won by Team One Shot will be putting them in an initial momentum advantage, but Chilcott must be making sure that they shouldn't be slipping up anymore. They should make sure that they break the momentum of Team One Shot ASAP. So Techno is moving back and forth. I think he's checking his ping to make sure that he doesn't have any issues on his side. And I think in a few more seconds, we will be resuming the game as both
But
of
his
these
ping is
teams are
actually
eager.
soaring up to like 200s, and I don't think he's having a good internet day because I don't see his ping reducing below 80 anytime soon.
That is completely true, and I don't think we would be able to rehost the game in Valorant also. So that's going to be pretty unfortunate if he's not able to fix his internet somehow. And if he doesn't, then I guess the team doesn't have a chance to play it as a 4v5. But whatsoever, let's just hope for the best that Techno will be able to fix his issues and he will be able to come back. So there has been a disconnect, but I don't think if it was Techno this time. I'm not pretty sure about who was the player who got disconnected, but there seems to be a lot of technical difficulties with Team Silicon. Maybe it is not one of their good internet days, as you were speaking. So taking a topic a little bit off the game that we are going to be talking about right now. So what do you think is going to be the meta after the introduction of Fade?
I don't think Fade is changing too much on the plate. Yeah, I agree that she is a very good agent, but people are still going to be picking Sova over Fade any day, and we can see 2 Sovas picked up. Where is the Fade pickup? There is no Fade pickup today except for the first match, and I don't really think Fade was that effective as well in the first game as well.
Yeah, that is completely true. So I think the issues aren't yet fixed. So we are gonna be receiving the match and I mean once the issues have been fixed by Team Silicon, and until then you're gonna be looking at all these agents staying up at the wall, bumping into each other, throwing knives at each other's face, and probably not probably a little teabag here and there. And yeah, this frustration hits you really bad, Rick, like when you're eager to play a game, and when there is a pause like this, which is like um, unavoidable. Techno has disconnected now, but I think someone else has reconnected. I'm not sure what is the problem with Chilcott here. I think the moderators will be on contacting the teammates and the captains in order to get a grip or get an idea about what the situation is, or if to get a go with the match. So be patient, guys. We will be resuming the match any second now, and until then, we will be trying to entertain you. So Vishnu, how about you sing a song so that you keep our viewers entertained?
That's not what we're going to be doing. We're just there is a question put out. Uh, there's a question put up, and yeah, it says 15 minutes for both the teams together, and we are going to be resuming any second now. What is happening is Techno connects and Glyph disconnects, and Glyph connects and Techno disconnects. There is some issue going on in the background for them. I don't really
I'm
know
not
what's
pretty
happening
sure
there.
if there is any conflicts between their IPs, but I hope they're able to resolve it, man. I mean, because I don't want something like that, like such kind of a technical difficulty to be like, the reason why a team wasn't able to like properly play, right? And it sucks. It really sucks. But what to do? It's going to be pretty unfortunate if that's the case for them. If they aren't able to like, get a grip on what's going on, that's going to be a disaster for them. But yeah, come to think of it, okay, so let's play a game, not maybe a game, but it's a trivia. So top 5 skins that you ever liked in Valorant. Go, Nightwing.
Top 5 things. The Prime Collection, always the OG.
Okay.
Then I can move forward to RGX. Love the sound, love the mechanics. RGX is one of my favorites. In knives, I would say my favorite is the hand fan, Japanese hand fan. That is one of the
Mm,
best knives.
and
For
that's pretty
operator,
nice.
I really think the operator. I love the Reaver operator, but the gravitational neuro. I mean, I think gravitational uranium neuroblaster. That is
Blah blah
also
blah,
very
whatever it
good.
is.
That is also a very good skin. Even though it doesn't have a finisher, the sound that it makes is very, very sweet. Mm, Other than that, my favorite frenzy is the Dragon Frenzy. A lot of people might not agree with me on that, but that's just my personal favorite. That's my opinion. We are still in the technical difficulty, and we are unable to see what is going to be happening anytime soon. I really think Ion is not such a great Phantom skin. Rocky,
No.
I brought
No,
up
bro.
that take
I
because
got.
I know Rocky loves the Ion. I think Ion is just too basic. I think
You
even
know what?
Tony,
I actually wish that Ion actually had, like, multiple variations to it.
yeah,
Probably if it had a black variation to it, it would be very sick. But even then, the Ion looks nice, man. I mean, for a Phantom, I can't imagine myself playing any other skin except for the Ion because it's just amazing. Um, so yeah, so Phantom it is. I mean, Ion is it. Ion it is for the Phantom. So no one's
so
gonna change my mind whatsoever.
yeah,
Ion is the
people
best.
who's watching it, what do you guys think about the Ion Phantom? I know it sucks, but can you guys like please let me know on whatever your favorite Phantom is? I know we really are killing time here. The team has said he has logged back in and his internet is back, so we'll be starting it right away. So until then,
So in the meantime, maybe while waiting for the players to come back, you guys can hop into Stranger Things season 4. It's really nice. I mean, I watched the first 7 episodes and it's like it's nice. It is what it is. But yeah, it went good. It went really good. Or I do have another suggestion for you. Black Clover is an amazing anime. Don't miss it.
that is yet again a very bad take coming in from Rocky. I am not really a huge fan of Black Clover. I loved it when it started, but as it kept
Nah,
going, I really
no,
think
no,
it
no.
was
Spoiler
bad.
alert.
Yeah,
I have to cut you short there. But anyways, it's at the end of the day, it's perspectives, right? Like there is a saying in Tamil which is Duruvangal Padinare, which means that there is a lot of perspectives involved in life. So yeah, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
everybody's perspective is different, but I think the player is back. Is he? Oh, he's not. I'm just waiting for the game to start right now. It's already 10:30 here, and we need this game to start right away.
Oh, the day is just starting off for me. I'm on the opposite time zone right now, so it's
Yeah,
just the
as
afternoon.
so most of you guys don't know this, but Rocky is actually casting from Canada. He's not in
Oh
India
yeah.
with us. He moved to Canada recently, so that's there. Uh,
Give us 2 seconds. Okay, I think he will be joining us in a few more seconds, and then it'll be all good, so that we will be able to resume the match. Hopefully, Chilcott won't be facing this again, and the match will be going soon. So yeah, thank you for waiting. You don't need to thank us, man. No problem. I mean, yeah, you gotta be thanking the opponent players definitely, but yeah, it is our duty to wait. But we can be waiting for like a longer time, right? So it is what it is. But
we're
yeah,
gonna be
let's see.
playing good cop, bad cop. Rocky might be okay with it. I'm not okay with it. Rejoin faster. I'm just kidding, guys. Anyways, I don't.
Oh yeah.
So this
So
is the
yeah,
third
that's
round
it.
that's going
I'm
to be
still waiting
starting.
for.
And just a recap of what happened. Sandy had a 4K in the first round with Void stealing his ace. On the second round, it was Ginny with 3 kills and Void with 2 kills. Void again stole Blad's kill that was the AFK player. So
Oh yeah, that was pretty unfortunate for Vlad there because he was right in front of his face, but then out of nowhere, Void was like, "No, bro, that's mine to take," and he was like, "Okay,
So I
okay."
just see
Oh,
one of the viewers saying that Bleach is coming back. I just think Bleach is too mainstream. I have not finished, I mean, like, completely finished Bleach yet, but not a big fan of Bleach. Sorry for that, Kryptonian. Let's
and
keep
I
moving
think we
forward.
are
Oh,
gonna
yes.
resume with the match. Yeah, we are gonna be resuming with the match. Cosmo, hopefully for you guys, you don't be facing any technical difficulties again. But yeah, wishing you good luck moving forward. Two rounds being won already by the attackers, which is pretty impressive. Team One Shot has been putting up really good display of
Ooh!
attacks here. Sandy almost misses the shot, but he gets the kill after he gets a refrag onto Hitman. And yeah, let's see. The both of the teams are going to be suffering a loss, and he dashes and he won't be able to take his gun at a crucial second. And Techno will be punishing Sandy for the maneuver, and Techno will be going for the wall, making sure that there won't be any plant on the default. So Chamber will be having the diffuser on his hand, but he will be stuck, and he has to wait for a while before the Sage Wall goes down, or he has to be shooting it. Probably they are thinking about a rotate on towards side A, but I don't think it's going to be happening any second. As Venkabot is going to be pushing Genie, he's going to be claiming his life. He's going to get shut down by White. He will be taking the second one onto Techno, which leaves the side all into the hands of the Viper because Sova is nowhere near the side. He's on A. So maybe now Void can consider going back to side A because he has all time in the world to go for the execute, to go for the rotate, and maybe try to attempt a plant in A.
The wall has come down, and we can see the Viper actually detecting. What a shot coming in from Satan onto White, and that is the end of round 3 with the defenders winning their first ever round. And after
Satan with an
long
amazing
technical pause,
yeah.
we have seen the third round end, and we'll be moving forward to the fourth round. Very good defense coming in from Team Oneshot, if I'm right.
No, it's still caught. It's still caught on the defense here. Yeah. No, it's fine. It's completely fine.
Okay.
So for the fourth round, so Chilcod winning this one after they came back from a really big technical pause. Do you think that they were able to, like, in the meantime when he was able to reconnect, they were strategizing, re-strategizing some things, maybe discussing some points of how to change things up, how to shuffle things up?
Oh, Venkabot pushes out of A main, and he's going to be getting the kill on Ginny, and that's the first kill of the round. And Blad is going to be picking up the spike. They are going to be pushing up onto Sean. Sean gets the peak. Sean does get the kill onto Hitman. It is going to be a 5v3 situation. Well played from Sean, and Blad is trying to get a refrag, which he's not being able to get. And Sandy is slowly walking inside side, and Venkabot with his second kill of the round is going to be putting the attackers on a huge disadvantage. Sandy with the first kill, and Sean is also going to be taken down by Sandy, and that's 2 kills for Sandy. This round's a 2v3 situation, and a very, very comeback.
The comeback is possible.
Down A.
Yeah, Techno is going to be taking down Blad, and Techno's second one out of Sandy, which means that this round is not going to be going into the hands of Team Oneshot. It's going to be Chilcod emerging as the victors out of the second of their fourth defensive round, that is. So the scores are even now, and I think the eco advantage is going to be with the defensive team, and the attackers are going to be pushed into a situation where they have to go with their pistols. So what do you think this is going to happen here? Maybe are we going to see a thrifty round coming into the favor of Team Oneshot?
There is a chance always, but I'm not really going to be banking on that. Even though it is an attack-sided map, you need the guns, because I can see Venkabot is on top of his game, and there is going to be the shock. I mean, recon dart that is not going to be detecting anyone. There comes the drone. The drone is actually going to be detecting the Jet, and Jet is smart, and Jet is not going to be peeking anybody right now, and he has detected one more person as well. And Sean is going to be peeking from pipes any second now. The flank is slowly pushed by Venkabot. Venkabot is trying to get one kill at least, and he is going to be escaping the Cypher trap, I mean the chamber trap, and Blad, though detecting him, is not going to be able to do anything. And there is the shot coming in from the Jet, and the slow shot is going to be getting a kill on Hitman right after he gets killed on, and there is an immediate refrag. Techno getting the kill onto Sandy. Sandy is going to be taken down. White getting kill onto Techno, and White is taken down, and so goes his ultimate. There is a 2v3 situation. Very good eco round coming in already, because and there comes the revive. And I think this is a very good Rico round. According to me, they made them use the revive. They already killed 3 people, even though there is 4 up right now. I think this is a very good eco round coming in from the tackles. And there is the last laugh. That is going to be Sean, who's going to be killing his counterpart Sova. And that is Blad down. And that is 3-2 for the defenders.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, the Sage, I don't know why she had to invest her ability, knowing that the attackers have a save round. But whatsoever, she has lost the ability to, utilize it in a more important round like this one. But yeah, let's see what's happening. The butterfly knife looks very fancy, but whatsoever, I'm not a big fan of it. But yeah, let's see. The 5th round is over, and it's going to be the 6th one, and we could see a 1-point lead being put up by Chilcod after suffering 2 round losses initially. They are able to put 1 point into their favor, and they are leading Team Oneshot. So let's see what's going to happen if Chilcod are going to be able to make much out of the first half, which is going to be really advantageous for them, or if Oneshot will be finding the rhythm back. An amazing teleport back into safety for the chamber, and Hitman is going to be the one who's going to be pushing the side, and Venkabot goes down to the likes of Hitman, who's going to get healed back to his full health. The chamber is going to be missing a few shots, which is operated. There comes the smoke right into his scope, so he won't be able to utilize it. He's forced to move away from Heavens. So yeah, let's see what's going to happen. The Viper's ability has been popped up. Satan will be getting a kill to Sandy. Techno will be eliminating Blad. It's a 3v4 situation, and the spike carrier has been killed, which means that they have to retrieve it and they have to go back for the plan. Chilcott are defending it really, really hard, I should say, and it's very impressive to see how they are able to anchor the site. Pretty perfectly.
Ooh.
My apologies. And Hitman, what an amazing headshot towards the chamber. And Satan with a refrag onto Hitman almost instantaneously. Plan goes down, but Satan with a 3k onto Genie. Unfortunately, Techno will be anything sub for team one shot with the kill onto Void and the defuse. And Techno will be getting his he won't be getting his ultimate ultimate ability just yet, but he's getting there slowly.
And Techno and team, I apologize again. Are they team full? Chilcord, or is it one shot?
Chilcord is on the defense.
Okay, Chilcord is on defense. Chilcord has won 4 continuous rounds, and I think that is the momentum shift that they needed, and they have been playing it very, very well. Sandy and Ginny had started the game off very, very well, but they weren't able to continue forward with it. And there comes the save round. Might as well give this one to the defenders as well. Cliff is back on his operator, the multiple vandals coming in for the defenders. There comes the mid push, and there is the first kill, and that is going to be Satan on Genie, and Satan goes to the second one, Satan goes to the third. Satan is still alive, and Hitman MSY is going to be taking his counterpart. And there is Satan for this fourth. Maybe this is the ace that we were looking for today, and maybe this is the one. And Void is going to be all alone, holding up onto A main. Maybe they will be giving this ace to Satan. Can his teammates actually do it? And there is the shot that has landed on Void, and Void is no Cliff. You needn't have done that. You could have let.
Oh no, Cliff with that ace steal again in this match. I mean, I wouldn't say again, but there was another ace steal previously in this matchup. But yeah, really nice to see Chilcott coming strong after the technical pause. And they're coming strong. They're coming back really strong at it. A 3-point lead being established, which means that they have found the momentum that they need to crumble Team One Shot here. And if you are Team One Shot, you have to make sure that you don't make any mistakes for going further, because losing so many rounds in your attack, as you correctly said, Icebox is an attacker-friendly map, right? So they're already losing. And to be honest, they've already won 5 rounds. Chilcott are at a sweet spot. So even if they lose all of the next consecutive rounds, they still have an opportunity to flip things around when they go on the attacking half. But it would be on a better gamble if they manage to take a few more rounds into their favor. But if you are Team One Shot, it's very crucial that you make the most out of your attacking half.
That is very true, and they are in a very good sweet spot. And we do see some speculations going in the chat saying that Sandy from this team might actually be the R6 player who actually used to play for Monkey Hunters. Let's find out about that later. We're not really sure about it. And there is the push onto A side with Sandy already inside side. Sandy's going to be taking 1, maybe 2, and there is the ultimate. And Satan already very low on HP. Satan gets taken on, and so does his ultimate. And there is the plant that's going to be dropping down. This is a definite win that the attacker should be taking home, because if not, they'll be very unfortunate and the momentum shift won't happen.
Yeah, there is completely.
And there is a shot from Sandy. That's the second kill for him. And the operator is going to be holding, and he is going to be missing a shot, and the operator is going to be get denied, and Sandy is going to be getting his third kill for the round. That's 5-3 with the lead still in the hands of Team Chilcott.
I mean, to be honest about the point that Sandy could be a possible Rainbow Six Siege player, I have seen his name upcoming in a lot of matches, because I have hosted and I have casted a lot of Rainbow Six tournaments too, right? And I have seen his name popping up, but I'm not quite sure if the two are the same. Maybe we could find out later, maybe in asking him personally. But he has been showing a lot of potential. His aim is really nice. His mechanical skill is really good as of now, and he is able to prove that he is a vital asset to his team. But Team One Shot, with that crucial victory in the previous one, is making sure that the momentum will be slowly falling back towards their favor. And let's see if they're able to take it forward, or if they're going to be suffering losses towards the hands of Chilcott.
So Chilcott has decided to go 2-1-2 yet again, and it's going to be the Chamber and the Sova who are going to be playing on A side, with the trap holding up Kitchen and not letting any mid push. Right now, the only player holding mid is going to be the Reina. If he gets taken down, there is a huge chance that they can push mid. But the attackers haven't done the right idea. They're going to be completely pushing into B side with all 5 members rushing in. And there is Satan and Techno with 1 kill for each. And that is going to be putting them in a huge disadvantage already. That is very unfortunate. Blad trying to get 1 kill, slowly creeping in, and he is going to be taken down. Oh, Vegabot actually manages to kill one and dismiss as well. And Blad goes for a kill. Blad gets taken on. Techno's going to be taking down the player, and the last player alive is going to be Ginny, and Ginny is going to be getting one onto the Viper, and the last player that is going to be Ginny is going to be taken on by Techno. 3 kills for Techno, and it's a 6-3, 3-round advantage for Team Chilcod.
I mean, playing as a defensive in the first half and winning 6 rounds in a map like Icebox is very crucial for the team Chilcot, which means that they're going to be put at a very high disadvantageous point when they move on to their offensive other half. So let's see what is going to happen in the next 3 rounds, because we are at the 10th round as of now, and the momentum as of now is sticking with Team Chilcot. But let's see if Oneshot will be able to cripple them up. Oneshot has to win the next 3 rounds whatsoever. They have slipped up their attacking half on, but let's see if they're able to bring the momentum back into the other half.
There.
And there comes the attack completely on A side with the one player who's going to be holding mid. That is the Jet. And there is the information that gets denied for both the teams. And Reina trying to get a pick early on. Vekabot is actually managed to hurt a bit of the HP of Viper. While Void goes on to kill Sean, it's going to be a Suiiii situation. The attackers already on a pretty good advantage here, with Ginny taking down one more and Vekabot getting detected and taken down by Vlad. Well played by Hitman for the information, while Hitman is going to be pushing back, and he might as well pick up the kill onto the Viper. The last player alive is going to be the Sage, and he is holding up, and he's going to be getting the kill onto Sandy.
So it's the last player standing, that is Techno.
I don't think that's a good play coming in from the Sage. He's really not going to be getting anything out of this. If he pushes they can see his leg first, and that is not something you want to happen. Very confusing, but okay.
But he has to go for the defuse, but I don't think he would be going because his side has been hunkered down, and there is literally 0 chances for him to go back for the spike defuse now, because he doesn't have time into his favor, and Vlad is going to be stalling him, and he's going to be denying him. It's a 6-4 now, with the round going into the favor of Team Oneshot. Very well played by Team Oneshot there. They just have 2 more rounds on their attacking half. They have to make sure that they get into this favor, get it into their hand. And even if Chilcot manage to lose the next 2 rounds, they won't be missing on a lot of it, because they, on the offensive side, they might be able to flip things around.
Well played by the attackers. They have managed to get 4 rounds when they were in a very bad situation early on. They have managed to come back and get 2 rounds to their name after that, after the pistol rounds. And it is going to be a complete A side push yet again. The Reina going to go for the flash, and the information has been denied. Glyph is going to take a peek any second now, and there is the peak, there is the shot. Sandy on Vekabot while Hitman is being taken by Glyph, and there is the information that Vlad has been detected, and he's going to be putting out his drone and trying to get anybody, and Ginny's going to be getting a kill onto Glyph. What a shot, and Ginny already taking damage of 120. So Sean is actually going to be, even though detected, is going to be taking down Sandy. That is very unfortunate, and something that Sandy shouldn't have let him do. And Vlad is going to be slowly pushing up onto A side. He is going to try and get the kill onto the player who's holding onto side. Techno is going to be the only one who's going to be holding mid. They know the rotate is actually coming up. You can see Soa holding up onto mid. Vlad is going to be taking on Satan. As I already said, the player in A is completely killed. There comes the revive, the 3v3 situation, and Techno is going to revive the Reina. Oh, there comes the kill from Vlad. Very unfortunate. Sean shouldn't have lost that round. I mean, lost that fight. And there is the plan that went down. And Viper actually moved around, and he's going to be safe right now. Vekabot is trying to peek, even though there is a HP disadvantage. They have the man advantage, and both of these players are going to be holding up onto yellow. Vekabot with the first kill. Vekabot maybe going for the second. It is the offer that's going to be taken down by Techno. The last player alive is going to be the Sova. The Sova may be in a good position, but he's not going to really do anything at this point, because his shots are not landing. His shot start is going to go in vain. There's the first kill, and Techno's going to be finishing things up, and it's 7-4 for the defenders.
Last round in
Oh yeah, and this is the last round before the first half is going to go, and it is pretty impressive for Chilcot managing to win 7 rounds on the defense. Very well played by Chilcot here. Techno seemed to have been on top of his game as of now, and I mean, courtesy to all the rest of the team members too, because Satan has also been proven to be a really good asset for his team. Venkabot, who in yesterday's match, he was the one who was popping off his most number of kills, has unfortunately been silent for the entire match. Maybe moving forward, he would be proving off to be the really good asset for his team too. So yeah, let's see towards the last round of the Void with an amazing upper shot onto Venkabot. Venkabot gets denied So that's going to be one defender down. And Glyph is going to be taking Sandy down too. And there's going to be one man lost in both of the team. It's going to be a 4v4. Ginny is going to be momentarily walk into the Hunter's Fury for just a second there, but he's not going to be taking any damage from it. The Viper wall is going to be dissecting the side A into half. And as we could see, Viper will be taken down by Sean. There goes the defuse. Sean is second on to Hitman. Vlad will be getting the reflag on Sean. Just like that, the attackers have lost 2 men. It's going to be a 2v3 situation for them. The diffuser has gone down. They have to pick up the spike. Void is going to keep his aim trained on towards the nest. Will he be able to get someone? Let's see what's going to happen. There comes the information dot, and that's going to be pretty vital on showing up the positions of the defenders, which angles they are hosting. There comes the smoke grenade of the Viper, and they're going to be passing each other, and it's going to be a mutual kill. Is that a mutual kill? No, it wasn't. Techno was the one to take down Vlad after he took down the Viper. It's a 2v1. It's all up to the chamber of Cliff to take this round back. I guess it's Void. My apologies to flip this thing back around into the favor of Team Oneshot. He's going to engage any second now. He goes for the shoulder pick. He gets spotted by the opponent chamber, and he goes down to the likes of Cliff. That's going to be the end of the first half. Chilcott coming out on top of it with a 4-point lead. What an impressive lead for them.
I'm not siding up with any team, but Chilcott really has the advantage here. Not only because of the numbers they put up, but also because they are going to be the ones attacking right now. And the first 2 rounds need to be won by the defenders for them to have an easier comeback.
Right.
And we move forward to the first round of the next half, where we can see the attack is going to be towards B side, while Sova is going to be distracting them on A side. And the defenders have put them on 2-1-2. Yet again, just like how everybody plays Icebox, it is going to be a 2-1-2. And there comes the Viper wall, and there comes the detect port, and it is going to be not detecting anyone. There comes the push, and all the 5 members, not anyone. And look at that crosshair. What is that? But anyways, as we move forward, there comes the wall, and there comes the shot. Void is going to be the first one. And the Reina is going to be
Engagement is going back and forth. Yeah, Void will be getting the first one and opening things up, but the spike has gone down for Chilcott. We will be getting another one on the Void. Glyph has been put in a third one on the Sandy, and he gets taken down by Ginny. Ginny gets the second one on to Sean. It's a 2v3 post-plan situation there for the attackers. Will they be able to come out on top of it? If they do, they will be having an amazing eco advantage moving forward to the second one. Ginny will be moving slowly forward towards the yellow crates, and he has Zane trained onto the head of Techno, and he gets the kill, the 3k, and there is going to be a defuse that's going to be stuck. Or not, it's going to be stuck by Hitman. After Black secures the kill on the Satan, and Team Oneshot is going to get the first defensive victory on the second half. I think there is going to be a change in polarity of the map's nature. What do you think? I think both of these teams are going to be performing better on the defensive half.
It's up to each person's strategy. They do have the chamber to watch up kitchen. That is very important. We didn't really see the attackers go through kitchen more. Like in the previous match that we happened to have in the evening, had a lot of push through mid. But we didn't really see that happening for the attackers in the first half of this game. We didn't really see Oneshot actually utilizing mid a lot. Maybe if mid is being used, the attackers will have a higher advantage.
That is completely true. So moving on towards the next one, a minute 30 seconds into the clock, and there isn't any engagement till now as of yet. But Techno and his team is going to be forced to play their pistols, and Venkaboy will be opening things up with a killer Sandy. Hitman with one on the Techno, and Glyph will be taking down Black. It's a 3. What an amazing headshot onto Hitman. That's going to be making sure that he doesn't get up from it. Ginny will be getting the kill onto Venkaboy. It's a 3v2. The numbers advantage is going to be onto the side of Team Chilcott. But oh no, that's not going to be any more with the Viper pit going to be claiming the life of the Sova. There comes another Viper pit. Will that be claiming anyone's life? No, I don't think so. It's a 2v2, but unfortunately the Chilcott have managed to get their hands on the Spectres of the fallen defenders, and Void will be getting the kill on the Glyph. It's a 1v1. Will he be able to find the Satan? And yes, he finds Satan, and he's going to go for the defuse successfully. 2 consecutive round victory for Team Oneshot here on the defensive half. Really nice play, really good to execute, but it was a good try for Chilcott. Even though they had only pistols, they managed to kill 4 members of the
defensive team. There was a very good eco coming in for them. They had played it really well. They could have won that, but unfortunate, well played by the Viper in taking down Sean. And as we move forward, it's going to be the gun round for Team Chilcott.
Yeah, as you said, it is the gun round. My apologies, there's something stuck in my throat. Yeah, so there is going to be the confirm Oh wow, yeah, it is the 15th round and it's going to be the gun round for them. So let's see if they're able to utilize much out of it. They have to make sure that they don't slip up their attacking side, just like how Team Oneshot managed to do. But yeah, moving forward, it's going to be another all four men push into side A, where it's going to be the Viper watching their flanks if there is going to be any. There comes the information that Venkabot opening things up with the count to a hitman. Techno gets spotted, but he's not going to get pushed any second. Now Satan and Cliff and Venkabot will be clearing things up on the board for their team, and I think it's going to be comfortable enough for me to say that this round has fallen into the hands comfortably into the favor of Team Chilko. They know where the position of Glyph is, so Satan is going to be making sure that he's going to go for the rendezvous position in any second now. So Void has to make sure that they don't give any flawless round victory towards Team Chilko, but none whatsoever, flawless or not. It's pretty obvious that Chilcott will be coming out on top of it.
Oh, what a shot!
And Void, what an amazing shot onto the head of Techno, making sure that the flawless victory is going to be taken off the board. And there comes the jump check from the chamber, but he's going to get lit. I wouldn't say lit. He took a few damage and he takes a shot to the head, goes down, but Satan with the refrag onto Void. Was that good damage enough for Team Oneshot? What do you think about it?
Yeah, they actually played eco. I'm not someone who supports the eco round that they played, because I basically believe you win a round, you buy the next round, you don't save. So they did win the round and they went for their saves. It might be their strategy, it might be their own perspective, but personally I don't believe in saving the round after you win.
Yeah, that is true. That is true in a game like Valorant, where economy plays a very crucial part of taking getting an advantage, gaining an advantage over your opponents. It's very crucial to not slip up such mistakes. But it was made. But let's see how they are able to come back from it. The Viper wall is going to be dissecting A yet again. Are we seeing each and every time, like for the few rounds, they have been concentrating on side A? Venkabot opening things up with the Jenny. The second one on to Blad, and just like that, the defenders are going down in numbers, and the plan is going to go down. It's going to be a 5v3 post-plan situation, a 5v2 post-plan situation, as Satan going to be ending things up for Hitman. Void with an amazing sniper shot onto Venkabot. So that's the end of Venkabot over there. Void, the second one on to Satan. Will Void be the turning point for this game? He gets shut down with Sean. Unfortunately, it's all up to the hands of Sandy. The most likely the Rainbow Six player who we are not sure about. He gets the kill onto Sean. That's a pretty good headshot over there, but he still has to remember he has to clear. But unfortunately, I don't know why he didn't have his aim trained towards the left. He didn't expect that, and Techno will be punishing Sandy for it. And Chilcott is going to be moving on towards the 4-point lead back again, which they had at the end of the first half.
Well played by Chilcott to actually recover from the pistol rounds.
Yeah, Chilcott did recover from the pistol round, and they are at a really good position, I should say. And unfortunately, the defenders have to play a save round. So, there is a possibility for this being a thrifty, but the likes are very, very low when Techno and his team are very skilled at dissecting the side. There comes the peek, there comes the shot, and Cliff will be taking down Sandy. Sandy is taken off the board. It's going to be a 5v4, it's going to be a 3v5, it's going to be a 1v5, and just like that, it's all up to Void now, who gets spotted yet again on the same spot as like he was 2 rounds back. And they're going to be going for the peak, and Satan with a 3k on a Void, getting the flawless round victory for Chilcott. Chilcott seems to be on a roll here.
Chilcott have been playing their attacks very well planned. It is a different, different kind of approach they have towards their attacks. Even though it is a fast push, they are clearing every single corner before actually entering, which is something that Team Oneshot had lacked in their attack.
Oh yeah, that is completely true. So Team Chilcott is just 2 rounds away from winning this matchup against Team Oneshot. So let's see if they're able to capitalize it, or if Team Oneshot is going to be giving a run for their money. It's going to be an all 5-man push into side B this time. As one drops down, Hitman will be refragged by Techno, and Techno will be immediately respawning Venkapot back to his life. So there is one agent that's going to be lurking behind yellow box, and that's Ginny. He's going to get taken down any second now by Techno. Sandy will be getting the kill onto Venkapot almost instantaneously after he got revived. I mean, not instantaneously, but yeah, the moment he got revived, he gets taken down. Sean will be going for the plant. It's a 4v3 post-plant situation now, as he's going to be sticking to it. and there is the Viper pit. So the Viper's ultimate, my apologies. So this is gonna be really, really bad for the defending team in order to come into the side. Cliff, make sure that you don't weave too much, and yes, he doesn't, and he gets the kill on the void. What an amazing shot, what an amazing flick. It's a 5v2. There comes the recon ball to make sure that there isn't anyone inside the cloud, and yeah, let's see what's gonna happen. The defenders are highly stalled here. There is nothing that they can do with the presence of the Viper's ultimate. They have to go for the shot, they have to go for the recon balls, but unfortunately Sean gets spotted. He's going to take a few bullets onto his chest, but Techno will be there standing close towards the spike, making sure it doesn't go down, and put team Chilcott onto a match point situation. What an amazing game it has been so far. Chilcott have been playing it really phenomenal, I should say.
Yeah, and Techno has been putting his team on his back with Satan. Both of these players, not duelists, but controller and a sentinel, actually bagging up most of the kills for this game. It's 19 and 17 for them. Techno has been playing it very, very well. He has also held up onto the fort in his
Round 19 underway, and it's going to be pretty sad for Team One Shot after having a really good momentum during the first few rounds of the defensive side. They seem to have lost it somehow. It seemed to have come crashing down on all their faces, and it's going to be again a 5-man push on towards the side. There comes the engagement. Venkobot with the ultimate popped up, gets the kill onto Jenny. Will be dashing, will be getting another kill onto it's Sandy. Satan finds one onto Hitman. It's a 2v5, a post plant yet again for Team One Shot. Brad with the Marshall, he's going to be hit with the Hunter's Fury. That's going to be pretty sad. Why will be getting the kill on to Sean? And that's going to be Venkabot trying to get a knife kill. What a cheeky player, but that is curtains down for Team One Shot. Well played by both of these teams. Team One Shot still have an opportunity because they're going to be moving towards the losers bracket. And well played by Chilcott. You are advancing further in the winners bracket.
It was a very good game coming in, and Satan with the match MVP was a very good controller. And that's it for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tomorrow, same time, 7 p.m., same channel, we'll be seeing you guys right there. Bye-bye.
Adieu. Bye-bye.